Goodness me, time
Correct.
flies. With me, of course, is the phenomenal Joro.
I'm back.
He has provided me with yet another charming Christmas picture. Unfortunately, Discord refuses to cooperate, and I can't figure out the problem. So we'll just take the second best thing. Anyways, for those who don't know, a few cards have been banned. So Mr. Satyr and Namir's Blessing. Namir's Blessing was a bit of a surprise to me because I feel like it's a victim of the Green Dragon rather than like it being OP. It doesn't feel OP.
I can see the argument. I think the idea is that when you're doing bans, it's more you're not just thinking about the power level card, you're thinking about what kind of environment you want to create. And I think that statement is basically saying we don't want to punish mono green or something similar. I think that's what that's saying. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Namir's has always been a bit of a fringe card that occasionally shows up.
It just needed a good creature to stick to.
It's also a big nerf to the Kayanu, like the Kayanu order decks.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't
Because
always
they
run
can't
Namir's Blessing
blast.
though.
Yeah, but the Sunblessed Emissary, Namir's Blessing was always quite good.
Yeah, and if you can stick it on a trend, oh my god.
Yeah, Satyr ban I think is gonna have more of an impact.
Oh yeah, it was like in every deck. Like it replaced
Yeah.
Goblin Warrior in Rage Rush.
Yeah, I mean it was super good. I think. I mean, in this case, it was a case of not figuring out a balance change before the tournament came around. But this is the thing, Flaming Satyr. It looks super innocuous, and then you realize it's a red 1-drop.
Right.
And it's got pretty good abilities, but it's a red 1-drop. Red 1-drops traditionally are good.
At least
Just
it doesn't have 2 attack, right?
well, it gets the 2 attack.
That's true.
There's only one red 1-drop that has not been good, which is Gruul's.
Oh, that guy. That guy's fun.
But yeah. Anyway.
So let's see. We got 13. That's pretty good. Not enough to avoid the 4-way tie nonsense.
Be nice to get a 14th so we don't have a bye.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get it though.
Well, we've got
13's about
2
average, I
minutes.
think.
Yeah, it seems to be something like that. Anyways, in case you guys didn't know, we're starting at the delay because there's no reason to have that 10-minute break in between. And this way, like, we can just get right on rolling. And, you know, chat, all they really did was just meme us randomly.
I mean, memeing is fun, but yeah.
We can do it after the tournament. Anyways, in case I don't sound too excitable today, I am currently sick. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this because I felt terrible yesterday and barely got any sleep today. But I actually feel surprisingly okay, so hopefully I don't drop dead.
Hopefully not. Be nice if you didn't. Not gonna lie.
Right. I'll download the deck list once the pairings are locked in, and then we'll start looking them up. So Brebo is back. We'll see if he if he manages to shock us a little bit. I looked at his lists. You could just say that it's nothing experimental. Let's just go with that.
Nothing experimental. That's either a good sign or a bad sign, depending on how this tournament shapes out. It's either going to be a case of you play the safe options and you play it better than everyone else and you win, or everyone else has figured out the safe options are not actually that safe anymore and you get slaughtered.
We shall see.
We'll have to see which one it is this time. Could be a combination. We've had that before.
Okay, there we go. So I'll go ahead and... There we go. There's my deck lists. We got... Yeah, I'll keep this handy in case we're wondering about what nonsense is a rise for us. So 13, that's fine. Pairings are not up yet. So I think we're going to expect more or less the same stuff. Like pre-Satyr, I mean. So we can still expect Rage Rush, probably Mono D, right? I mean they don't use Satyr, so they should still be around. Some version.
I think we're gonna see a bit more. Well, we're probably gonna see a bit more control because Rage is worse, and I think we may actually see some more Rage decks playing blue because Chicken is no longer a free kill.
Ah, good old Chicken. So the blue Burk is what I always called him.
Yep. I mean, because Satyr, keep in mind, one of its best uses was the mirror match. But the only downside is we are having a few less target emblem options because it is probably the best target emblem option.
Yeah, he was pretty nice to have.
And I think green, like, to be honest, I think that green aggressive early game decks will take a bigger hit from this than red ones because red ones will switch to their old tricks, whereas the green early game decks no longer have their. I mean, Flaming Satyr, the best one drop they could ask for when you're playing Kayanu. You play Flaming Satyr on turn 1, turn 2 they can't contest. You have mana. You can, if you have 2 of them, you can ping something down easy. Or if you're going second, you just use the hero power. So it gave you a good one drop instead of Elf Scout.
Yep. Now this is the proper Elf Scout.
Don't get me wrong, Elf Scout has its uses, but it's not the best mid-rangey one drop.
Okay, so we got the pairings, Holiol and Wildblade. Oh wow. So we got a feature highlight here already. We'll see if Holiol can surprise us with his, I don't know, existence, I guess.
I mean, he's half asleep, because for those that don't know, he's in Australia, which means he plays Masters at 4 in the morning. So this is probably the best time to catch him, because he'll be the most awake. Unless he's flipped his sleeping schedule, which is possible. I don't know what he's done this time around.
We shall see. And Wildblade can always be expected to play good decks, play really solid.
Yep. Wildblade's an interesting one. He's either extremely predictable or extremely unpredictable, because his style of play is he creates decks that he really likes. They're usually fairly unique, but then he plays them and plays them and plays them and plays them and becomes the best at those decks. So when other people start playing them, they're just behind. So we've had Masters where he's flipped his entire lineup before, and then we've had Masters where he's played the same lineup 3 times in a row. So we'll see where he's at this time round.
He's the Earth Shaker. He makes the Earth rumble as he moves.
Well, he's probably playing Burke.
Oh, you mean the Burning Rage?
Yep, he loves his Burning Rage decks.
Alright, well, let's see. Holiol versus Wildblade.
And they're starting up. So let's see what they've got.
Let's see, we got Holiol with, looks like just good old Mono C up against good old Mono D.
And a banned Burke. There you go.
Ha! Both Burks, actually.
Yep, both Burks banned. The real question is, and we won't spoil anything, even though we can look at deck lists. The question is, what Burke is this? It's probably not one turn heal, but like the Burning Rage Healy version. That's what he's known for, but he could double bait people. Everyone's expecting it to be that. But I've seen people do this before. They're known for a deck, and then they just put the hero there and then play something that has no useful cards in it, so their other 2 decks are better. I've seen people do this before. It's a nice trick. Although in this case, it could be either, because Amon, we're going to have to see. Amon can be anything. It's usually Mono C, but it can be anything.
It's very flexible here. I mean, it's going to have probably some corruption in it. We got some rampant already.
Yep.
Holiol,
That's a very good start.
But the Mesmerizing Spirits are probably going to sting, because you lose a lot of cards when you ramp like this.
Yeah, the mezzes are important here. That was a vulture I saw there. This is interesting. So there's a nature shrine.
Oh, I think that maybe for something like Test of Time.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Because that's interesting. I wonder what he's playing. It's probably Test of Time.
No, he's
Oh, it could be
holding
Bark Convoy.
a Bark Convoy. There you go. I mean, it's the same
Ah,
idea,
right.
essentially.
Yeah, same idea.
Spell removal.
The question is this a concession to not being able to play cleanse in this deck? Or playing less cleanses in this deck? And that's a good start. That's a very good start for Wildblade.
Yeah. And that
The
Scarab,
response.
the only thing that can kill it is gonna have to be Infernal Tribute.
Yep.
He's
There's
probably
no single target.
double
There's a
mess.
Vat.
It's gonna be kind of ugly. Another Tombs.
He can't play the tombs with Convoy on board though, because that's a cloning vat will just buff the Convoy and it'll kill it.
I mean, he's definitely gonna go double Spirit here. There's almost no question.
Oh, for sure. It's too good. Too good to play. It does leave the Scarab as an issue, but it puts Wildblade down to 2 cards in hand, and he doesn't have the Sack Shrine. It's possible he's not even playing the Sack Shrine. So we'll see. Because Mono Dominion is known for its, well, essentially gluttony of good skill shrines. It's the reason why when Yitix was good, it was crazy with Dominion, because you could just play all 3. Yep. All 3 Dominion skill shrines are good. They're not even just good. They're like top 5, top 10 skill shrines in the game good. So we'll see. We'll see which ones he's playing. I mean, I've gone down on record before saying I really like Cathedral. As I think that one's underplayed, because life gain is heavily underestimated in a deck like this. But
do you think
we'll
he
see.
might be running the Bounce Shrine?
It's possible. It is extremely possible. We'll have to see. But if he's... This is interesting, because if he's playing the Bounce Shrine, the question is which Dominion Shrine is he playing? Because I think you can make an argument for all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to double block. This is such a bad situation for Holyo. He has to kill the Bark Convoy, that's the problem. Because if this Bark Convoy stays in play, the Tombs does nothing.
But now he's got Tribute. That'll help.
Yeah, he has to tribute this, probably.
Assuming he gets a Shrine.
Splitting Headache. Huh.
Could be nasty,
That's
but
a
I think
control tech.
he's got to clear this Scarab, right?
Oh yeah, I think you have to play Tribute this turn. To be honest, I would like divining the Curse. Curse of Risha sounds like a good idea, but you've seen Bark Convoy, and Mono Dominion actually doesn't play that many spells. I mean, think about it. The only spell in Graveyard, right? There's 2 Power Surges, which means they've already been played, so they're not in the deck anymore. And the Cataclysm was discarded. There's so many options to deal with things in Mono Dominion that are not spells.
There is that Tribute. I think next turn Tombs and Splitting might be good, but he's got another Convoy. Oh, God.
I think Wildblade is going to go for a Succubus on his turn.
Now, what is Holyo going to transform into? The Espina?
Either basic Darius, advanced Espina is good. I think those are the main ones.
Oh, he played the Convoy. Interesting.
Trying to get some board presence, I guess. Oh, the concern might be that it gets discarded out of his hand.
Now he's baiting a block. And it's working.
Yep, here comes the Word of Pain. The very, very painful Word of Pain.
I think then Harpy, right, at least clears the Scarab.
Well, he can Word of Pain and Harpy, and that'll clear the Scarab, the Orc, and it will at least put the Bark Convoy on 1 emblem. or -1 emblem, so he has to spend extra resources on it.
Yeah, that seems good.
That appears to be the case. This is quite painful. Really? Splitting headache? Suffocate. Hmm.
Well, now I
It
mean,
does.
Wildblade's hand is terrible. Yeah, he has to hope. He has to pull something exciting.
It does kill the convoy,
Oh
which I
man,
guess is
that
quite
splitting
important.
headache is gonna rock. That's
If
just.
he doesn't splitting headache here, I don't know when he's gonna do it.
It's gonna be splitting
This
headache
is
and Sanctum probably just clear up everything.
this is the best splitting headache you will ever get. You're against the control deck. It's got 2 cards. Come on. I think the real question is Sanctum versus Tombs. I like Sanctum, personally. Yeah, I like getting rid of the threat.
Yeah, I don't think there's any rush for it. There's like one extra zombie basically, and your Sanctum's on cooldown anyways.
Yep.
I think he's
Leverage that
considering
hero power.
Tombs.
I really don't like Tombs here. I really like Headache because there's cleanses, there's potentially another convoy you don't know he's playing.
And he
The only
draws.
downside to
Ooh,
this is the
Incarnate.
VAT begins to leverage.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be VAT against Tombs basically. Oh, Bezarok. Ooh,
That's a top deck.
yikes. And he's got. Man, he might have reanimates too. So does he have any better play? If he could
The only downside to Bez here is it tells Wildblade that there's Bezarox in the deck.
True.
Which doesn't sound like much, but when you're playing against Advanced Espina, half of the skill of Advanced Espina is trying to judge what's in your opponent's deck. And Bezarock is not in all of them. Some decks is too slow.
So Holly will definitely he can. Ooh, a cleanse.
That's
Cleansing
important.
something that gets stolen is probably a good idea. Cleansing a Bezarok that gets stolen. Is it
Yeah,
time,
either a Bezarock.
Is it time for Hero Power or Tombs?
I
I'm
quite
leaning
like
towards Tombs.
I quite like cleansing the VAT actually, because I'm thinking
Well, he doesn't
on
have the mana. He
Holiol's
only has
side.
4.
Well, he hasn't played a shrine yet, has he?
Well, he has to get one, and you have to get rid of one of these really lovely cards.
That's true. They're all very good. Saving cleanse for a Bezarock coming from Wildblade, which is probably what's going to happen next turn, is potentially good.
He misses the O.
Oh, I think you don't use this Valley. I think you just take the loss on the shrine this turn.
Yeah, you don't need that much mana, really.
No, and cards matter more than Oh,
Wow, he did it. I think he's gonna do it. He's cleansing the
this is
VAT.
resource denial. I like the cleanse, but I'm not sure it's worth. I don't know if it's worth a card. It could be worth more than 1 card because that means the Valley's not in the deck anymore.
Oh,
So
Cataclysm and Devourer. But is it time to
that's a
steal
good set of
something?
cards. I think you steal a Bezarock here. 2 reasons. One, even if you miss, that means there's only 1 Bezarock in the deck, so that's good to know. You can use Bezarock to kill the enemy Bezarock, and then that gets rid of the Bezarocks, like, entirely, and that's a big advantage from Hull just gone.
Yeah, I think he went for it and he missed.
There's no other Bezes. This is the only one, which... Yes, that's a quote-unquote wasted turn, but that's now information that Wildblade has. There is no other Bezarocks. He doesn't have to play around them anymore.
I don't know. Maybe he has reanimates. It's hard to tell. Probably not, because he's got a lot of different cards already. Suffocate, splitting headaches. Probably no room for that.
Devour as
Wow.
well. This is huge damage.
Yeah. And Cataclysm, and that Cataclysm is gonna cost him 2 more HP.
Yeah. Wildblade is really struggling here without the skill shrines. I think what makes this matchup good for Mono Dominion is usually having that skill shrine advantage, and he just doesn't.
Ooh, cleanse is pretty nice.
Cleanse costs health though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's looking at lethal. He's got to do something. But yeah, he probably needs to play Cataclysm here.
Yeah, you Cataclysm here for sure, and then...
Then Tombs is going to be a problem, but what are you going to do?
You probably hold on to Cleanse and use it after hero powering to get some extra life back off a Succubus or something. This is a painful cataclysm.
Yeah. Ooh, Succubus top deck. Yikes.
Succubus Tombs. Just play them out. That's about as good as you're getting. The only
Yeah,
better card in the deck is probably Devourer if there's another Devourer, but that's about it.
unless he's planning to transform. But yeah, Tombs and Succubus puts immediate pressure on the board.
Yep.
So yeah, there's no rush to transform currently. He might go basic there, is like you said, just to get the cards back.
Yeah, I do like holding on to the hero power for now because there might be a Hermelian lethal or a Zash lethal or something like
That's
that.
true. That's true.
But yeah, basic Darius is going to be a thing.
Hitting. Ooh,
This
goes
is
down to 1. Yikes.
Oof,
And an absolutely dead draw here. Yeah, that's it.
it's a game.
Hoyle cleans up the first one. That was a good game.
Was actually a pretty good game. Like not I think there weren't too many mistakes or any that I could see that weren't sort of, just arguing lines as opposed to
Yeah,
slip ups.
missing that Bezarok really hurt though.
I think the only thing you could argue was maybe the cleanse, but that's about it. And even then, resource denial is important. So we'll have to see.
So what's Hoyle playing here? Some kind of a.
Is this Wisdom Dominion?
Oh, I think. Oh, he's got Life Force Essence. Interesting. So what's the combo here? Or is this that? Or is this the version with the what's he called? Murderous Chieftain.
It could be. If it's depending on this deck, Cursive Reassure on turn 1 can be a death sentence.
That's an annoying. What do you call silencer or probably essence?
Oh, this hand from Wild Blade was designed to kill control decks.
Double splitting. Yikes.
Double splitting Tombs, double Succubus. This is about as good as it gets. This does appear to be a Chieftain combo deck, yes. But a slow Chieftain combo deck. So, for those that don't know, the Chieftain combo is you get Life Force Essence with Murderous Chieftain. You play the Chieftain, sacrifice itself, and the Life Force Essence turns into a Chieftain that you can then immediately attack with.
And the Chieftain draws a card.
Yep.
Which I'm not entirely sure why that happens.
Did we sort of figured it out, but only because it happens. Like, I don't think any of us could have figured it out except from by accident. But yeah.
Yeah. He's going for more mana. He's got a level here at some point.
This is probably the most painful splitting headache we're gonna see. Like, this isn't a splitting headache, this is a migraine. This is just gonna destroy him.
Oh man.
Half the hand.
This splitting headache is gonna be worse than the one I'm currently experiencing.
Oh, you really should play it.
It's actually not
Yeah.
that bad. But I did take some cold medication, so I'm not. I'll tough it out. Don't worry. I won't die. I promise.
Yeah, tough guy fellas.
Yeah. Okay, I'm being told you're louder than me. I did adjust your volume a little bit. Maybe not enough.
I just saw that in chat actually. Yeah.
Okay, I'll lower you a little bit more. I guess I'll speak up.
I mean, I can turn myself down as well if it's a problem.
I don't know what the difference is though.
Well, no, in 10 minutes.
Yep.
The eternal struggle. You might want to have a look at your OBS levels. That might give you an inkling.
Well, I'm already at max, which I'm at the same setting I always am.
No,
maybe you were so much louder that it was just completely eclipsing me.
When I'm speaking, just look at the green bar for volume compared to when you're speaking.
It's.
I
I probably need to speak up. Is the thing. Like I may be being a little too quiet. Like
maybe.
When I speak up, the volume does reach the right level, but again.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do with it. Anyway,
Well, Where were we? Oh, right. Splitting Headaches.
Is this another headache turn?
I mean, gets rid of his entire hand. It's usually pretty good to discard 2 cards when you're holding exactly 2 cards.
I think the only concern is how to deal with this Amethyst Scarab, but I don't think Wildblade has a method of dealing with it anyway. So you just take out the hand.
Oh, he went... Ooh. Went level.
For the test of time, I don't know. I think I would have just taken the hand there. Because Holiol needs to go 3 levels this game.
Correct. Or even 4.
Yeah, or even 4. Hole is multiple cards further down than he looks right now.
Oh, he top decked Horizons too. Horizons Jin. Oh man. That's gonna be pretty good. He's gonna get all that value back. Hopefully.
I think the test of time is just to make Sanctum better. I think that's what that's for.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mana waste though.
Yeah, inefficiency when he's on the defensive is rough.
Let's see. He should buff it because he's got the mana to play Horizons and Jin. Go blue, I guess? Does he have... I don't know if he has any double purple cards. Wildblade's gonna be experiencing a pretty harsh beatdown right now.
Yeah, this is actually a problem.
I would search for the Jin immediately, right? Why? I mean, it's not like it needs to block. Unless he intends to attack with it? But, I mean, he couldn't have attacked this turn. I guess he's not worried that it'll die?
The thing is, this is a weird one, because I guess the logic is playing around splitting Headache, but if Wildblade is splitting Headaches on that turn...
Yeah, he's going to take a big whopper to the face again.
Yeah. So, I think I prefer...
Oh, another Horizons.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Vats. Oh, another Jin. My goodness.
Okay, the Jins are just going to draw out of this.
Wait, is this Scarab just going to solo Wildblade?
Yeah, probably. There needs to be a Bezarok or, to be honest, an Infernal Tribute right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he plays the second Jin, the Scarab will survive.
Yep.
So I would play the Jin, honestly. Like,
we're at a point in the game where I think you attack with the Jin.
yeah, I was wondering about that. Do you actually do the 2 damage? I guess it threatens lethal. Well, no, it threatens lethal anyways, because even putting him at 9 already threatens lethal with the second Jin as well, and the Vats that he'll have next turn.
Yeah, but putting him at 7 means that the, well, Scarab Vat is enough for lethal.
Got a Horizons, that's pretty nice.
So many Horizons. I think you just attack down here and take him to 7. Oh.
Personally, I would search. I think just because of all that discarding, you want to have some buffer. But I think there's good arguments either way. But
my
he
concern
probably figures
here,
he's well ahead here.
My concern here is that Infernal Tribute leaves him with just Scarab. And then if there's a Bezarok the turn after, this game is back in Wildblade's favor.
Oh, yeah, that extra 2 damage. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, he's turning. What's he going to go for, though?
Yeah.
Makes some sense.
It's a bit of a... like, this will buy a turn. This is a bit of a desperation play, if I'm honest.
But it also puts Sanctum closer off cooldown, so it might be worth it. Like, I mean, what else is he going to go for, realistically?
True. There's a Vats.
Let's see. Helm... Not just hero power this thing, right? And smack the face for some damage?
Let's see. What would he have been on? 13... And it would have been 9, 10, 11 damage. He could have taken him to 2 this turn.
I think he probably figures the extra cards just give him that leverage, because it's not like Wildblade can easily catch up against this board.
True. He should attack face here. Keep in mind, taking Wildblade down to low is actually significant, because this is a Chieftain deck.
Oh, right. He gets closer and closer to the combo. But Holiol doesn't have any of the pieces.
No, but he should draw into them at some point.
Oh, there's an Essence.
So,
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. You don't need, actually, you don't need to do 11 with the VAT. You just attack for 10, take Wildblade to 5, and then
And
a
that's,
Chieftain will
yeah,
end the game.
one Chieftain. Makes sense. But I suspect he will actually search. Like, I have a feeling he will search.
I really hope he doesn't, but I think you might be right.
Oh, no. He didn't search.
Oh, going the offense this time. And Wildblade, this is interesting, because this is essentially splitting Headache being a bit too slow. Which is kind of what it's known for.
Yeah, hit the hero power.
Thing is, I don't think there's a single card that Wildblade can draw right now that actually gets him out of.
Wait, he went level. Why did he go level? Why does he
He
want...
had to.
Oh, because of the... Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Because of the hero power, yeah.
This green level, I'm not convinced about this green level in this deck. The logic is he's going 4 levels anyway, but tempo is a problem.
Yeah, that's it. Polio cleans him out. Wow.
Yep.
Impressive. All the discard
so-
didn't matter when a Scarab is beating down on your face.
Yep. Scarab Vats. Well, that deck is a bit quicker than a Wisdom Dominion control deck, which I think is what Wildblade thought he was playing against.
Okay, I'm gonna put up
Call him out.
Brebo and Andriola.
Alright.
What do we got? Andriola. I can't tell if this is a Bezarok transformation. I mean, Amon transformation, I assume.
Yes, it is.
He's up against a rather interesting board.
Is that a Ziara?
Yes.
Huh.
Ziara can be surprisingly annoying to deal with sometimes.
Yep, it can be. Ziara is weird because for a creature of its cost, you've got Bezarok is only slightly more expensive, and that usually gets played over Ziara.
Well, because it has an immediate effect, whereas this one, you kind of need to work with it.
Yeah, you need to work with it, and it often effectively costs 6 because you want to play it with Word of Pain on the same turn or something similar.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if he gave -2/-2, but that might be OP.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Just board wipe on a Ziara.
Yeah, that would be, and it summons a bunch of spirit. That would be a worthy level 4 card.
At that point, I think you could maybe have enters play -1/-1, and then other spirits -1/-1. So the aura is only -1, but then on the first turn it's like a board.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's interesting.
Because otherwise you just have Ziara, the stopper of all creatures.
Yeah, there was a creature like that in Magic the Gathering called Elish Norn, which did
Yes.
that. But it also
Yep.
gave your side +2/+2.
Yep. Similar idea.
It's didn't feel very fair. Oh, reanimate.
This-
Oh, look at all these targets. What is he bringing back? Succubus?
I'm surprised he didn't bring back the Bezzy there, if I'm honest.
I mean, I think Brebo basically is just drawing into a Cataclysm. That's basically it.
That's why I'm like, maybe the Bezzy, because Bezarok you could get...
Oh, right, he can make souls,
Succubus
right?
off it.
They don't die to Zera, but they can't block.
Yeah, because it only affects your souls, not your opponent's.
I think he's gonna try to heal here. Yeah, how much can he get? 6? Put him at, what, 16?
That's just enough.
Enough to survive, but this board is not getting any smaller.
Oh, it's a Chalice. Haven't seen a Chalice in a while. Ah, there's a reanimate. Is there a Succubus in the yard? Yep. This is 12?
Yeah, it's not lethal, but again...
Oh no, he still has it. Death Curse Shaman.
Oh, yeah, right, it'll just die immediately.
I was waiting for him to style on him and go Death Cursed, reanimate Death Cursed. That would actually be super cool. But yeah.
So it's 1-1. Interesting. So we'll see if Brebo survives the gauntlet here. There we
Ooh,
go.
artifacts.
Oh yeah, that's a fun deck against just good old Mono D.
Is mono blue?
I mean, what other color would they run, really? Do they need any other color?
Not really. I've seen order sometimes, but my guess would be mono. I think it is mono. Because mono blue, this is a weird one, because Wisdom was traditionally the worst monocolor by
Yeah.
like a galactic margin. It was impressive. But the way it is now, there's an awful lot of powerful wisdom cards that either have double level or scale with level, or like in the case of Parallel Evolution, got nerfed by making it double blue instead of single blue, which means the only deck that can effectively use it now is pretty much mono wisdom. Things like that.
But they also gave them library guards, or like the good old library guards.
Oh, yep. Library Guards is really strong, and people forget it exists sometimes because it only gets played in mono.
This is a pretty nice trade for Andriola. Play Frost Elemental here, maybe?
Fateful Day, interesting. Yeah, there's Frost Ellie. I kind of like the Horizons
Yeah, oh, you
here.
can Blue Horizon Spark Ellie, right?
Is there enough to do... Oh, I actually really like Horizons Renovation, because then you can get a Mortar and immediately kill the Incarnate.
But then you don't kill the Scarab. I thought you could clear both right now. But I guess he's going for that play too. I mean, that's reasonable too.
I mean, you could clear both, but like, you're spending... Oh, right, he can just do it anyway with Renovation. We're dumb.
Oh, he can track his transform to a Mortar now. Or whatever.
Yeah, mid-combat Mortar. He could turn it into the other one, but Mortar's better here. I think you just go for the Mortar here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it kills it, and it still remains a threat. And
You can't attack with a Mortar, but you can throw a drone at someone and make it into a Mortar.
And he can still Spark... Wait, he hasn't played a Shrine yet, right? You can play Spark Horizons here?
No. Yeah, Spark Horizons is better than not. Because Horizons is a little bit better than a mana.
I mean, you basically just get like a permanent Spark in this case.
It also lets you go Steel Sentient next turn. And remember, Steel Sentients they're never gone for long.
Oh yeah, yeah. After the buff, it became surprisingly powerful, actually.
There's always another one. There is always another Steel Sentient.
Oh, there's a Scarab. That's gonna die pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, you still got the ramp off it, but yeah.
Yeah. He can actually get mana. Oh, you get Power Surge won't.
I actually don't think Andriola is playing Library Guards.
He's got Parallel. Parallel makes sense because he's got drones for days.
Mono Wisdom's weird because Library Guards is amazing, but they have so much draw power that sometimes you don't even need it.
I thought for sure he was going to go level, play Sentient, and then exhaust the drone and blow up the Scarab here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Freezing it.
You definitely don't power discharge here. Yeah, I
thought the Sentient was a little better. Unless he's going to be fishing for Horizons?
Maybe. But the way of fishing for Horizons would be Jin, so he's going to have 3 levels anyway. Also, keep in mind, extra Horizons turn into extra cards off Word of Knowledge. So it's not always a bad thing.
Oh yeah, true. That card is also nice.
Oh yeah, that card's crazy.
Draw 4, or whatever it is, discard 1.
2 mana, draw 4, discard 1. It's usually a drone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
like,
or a spare Horizons or whatever, yeah.
Like, it basically, late game, that card is 2 mana instant, draw 5. That's usually what it is, and the 5th card is usually a Steel Sentient. It's so good.
I think I'd go for Jin here.
To be honest, I would like the Steel Sentient because of Cataclysm. Because Steel Sentient will always come back. Jin won't. Disagreement, I guess. I think this Jin's in this deck is the reason why there's no Library Guards, because Jin lets you get artifacts.
But why not run both, right?
Space. You'd be surprised how good the Wisdom creature set is. You've got Steel Sentient, you've got Jin, you've got Library Guards, Dust Titan, Charles, Frost Element.
Is Dust Titan make it into this deck? That seems a bit of a stretch.
I personally don't, but it is a very powerful card.
So it's gonna be, he's got 3 Cataclysms in his hand. 1 is gonna be played now, probably.
Yep. Chalice is gonna be rough to deal with for Andriola.
He's got Fateful Day though, so he can always
He does
reset
have
the
Fateful
life.
Day.
Okay, there is Charles. Charles makes sense. Transform drones into spirits or whatever.
Yeah, and then potential Devourer combo. I don't know if there's Devourers in this deck. Because that gives you access to that Devourer, and if there is a Devourer, that will be a permanent answer to the Chalice.
Oh, there's that first Steel Sentient. 4/4, already pretty good. But Brebo has so many answers. In fact, he has nothing but answers. Helm.
Helm is the best answer. Well, I say that. There's a parallel evolution here.
He can just transform himself back.
It might just, yeah, he's gonna get another ascension off this parallel, which is kind of hilarious.
Oh. Interesting. He's got a cleanse as well. He really stacked this deck. Power Surge, wow. There is Dust Titan, look at that.
There is. It's actually a... Ooh, the question is, how do you deal with this sentient?
I would assume parallel was the way, because then the helm is going to drain it down.
Yeah, I think you just parallel it into a drone, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you don't want it spawning drones.
No, that's the main issue. With Chalice in play, yeah.
Then maybe play a Titan?
Yeah, Titan, shock it, deal all damage. Why not? Well, we'll see what he draws, actually.
Well,
No,
just
nothing.
Shrine. Yeah, Dust Titan should be really good here. He's probably just waiting for that Word of Knowledge. Draw some cards.
Yep. New Horizons become more cards when you draw Word of Knowledge. He should definitely at least Divine Offering the Valley. There's no reason not to.
Right.
There's also no drones.
So what's the Fateful Day for? I mean, it's usually set up for OTK, but does this have OTK here I don't know about? Like a bunch of lamps or something?
I reckon it's a concession to Succubus decks.
Oh, just to have some way to heal?
I think it is, yeah. That's my guess. Because it's too slow for aggro decks, but Wisdom traditionally has been quite good against aggro decks in general. So I'm thinking it's for life loss.
So Brebo is going to start stealing, I don't know, Dust Titans or something?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Cataclysm, really? I would have stolen a Titan and just shocked first, I think. So, wait, did he use all 3 Cataclysms? No, he DO'd one of them.
He's DO'd one. This is a very interesting game.
Another Steel Sentient.
Very slow.
But Andriola basically has never-ending threats, if you think about it. Just keep getting Steel Sentients.
Huge. Because we're just going to get a drone played here, and then when the drone dies, end of turn, you just get Ascension back.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a very nice synergy.
It's an infinite combo.
You have an artifact deck, and you run like 2 artifact creatures. It's
kind of funny,
they're
actually,
the only ones
yeah.
you need. He's gonna help
The rest of the artifact
no.
creatures only exist to make Renovation Facility have options.
Yeah, you have to have a chain to reach Sentient. Oh, he actually made a Sentient of his own. Oh, look at that.
The thing is, like, you might even want to fetch for a Dust Titan or Djinn. Because Sentients will always come back. It's the rule.
Yeah, he can't buff them, right?
Yeah, you can't really buff them. I mean, they do give better Chalice results, I guess.
Is he going for a Sentient here?
He
is.
wants to do this all in turn.
I'm guessing it might be hero power and like kill one of the Sentients.
Well, he can't attack it is the issue. Actually, no, he could.
Oh wait, yeah. What am I thinking?
Oh,
wow,
no, there is a way.
Sentient.
He can hero power and then get a mortar from the renovation.
Oh yeah, because he gets a drone off a Sentient. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Brebo's actually in a bit of an issue here. Aside from the sentience in play, he doesn't have many resources. So if there's a hero power here and a mortar, or just triple sentient, I guess. I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, he's seen 2 cataclysms, so he probably is hoping that there won't be a third. But yeah, I think I like your way better.
Well, the problem is that if he does it this way, the issue is that these sentients are going to make drones, which is going to give Brebo life and resources. Sentients are powerful, powerful cards.
Yeah. So I wonder. I always thought that maybe lamps would be a nice addition to this kind of deck. They have some sort of like burst damage that can't be cataclysmed away.
Yeah. It's also an artifact creature, which means you can weirdly upgrade it mid-combat, which is kind of
yeah,
random.
you can make a sentient out of it. Because what level? Yeah, it's like 1 off of a sentient.
It's one-off sentient, which you can just straight up kill someone with that sometimes, because sentients can be like 11/11s attacking occasionally.
Yeah, pretty good. Wow.
That's insane.
Another helm.
He has 2 hero power next turn to clear all the drones.
So he can make a, wait, he can make a militant automaton, right? Or something
Yeah,
like
this is
that?
a mistake.
Actually, won't it survive? No,
No,
because
because the militant automaton will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mistake on Brevo's side, I think.
Yeah, it gets 1 sentient off the board. That's pretty good.
Yep, it's a free sentient kill.
And then hero power kills the drones, and the other sentient is gonna start ticking down.
Yep.
But that chalice.
Well, he's got Fateful Day for it.
That's true.
Like,
To another helm. Oh my god. Dust Titan. That's a nice card. But I would hero power first, I think.
yeah, you want to kill these drones.
Parallel. Interesting. Not very useful, though. Not currently, anyways.
Not right now, no.
Guess just... Does he play the Dust Titan? Nah, he just sits...
The problem is, these sentients are going to keep each other alive.
Yeah, he's gonna have to parallel one of them at some point. Preferably the non-helmed one. If Brebo says that, he can just keep putting counters back on it.
Yeah, these sentients are never going to die. This is actually a problem for Andriola. There's 2 of them, so they can even buff each other. This is why, keep in mind, if he had played the turn 2 or 3 turns ago differently, this would not have happened.
Yeah, he put too many sentients into play.
Yep, and...
Devourer.
Can he do anything with Devourer?
Well, the Titan is a spirit, but that doesn't help, right?
It
No.
would Spirit for 4, so no.
Toss Horizons. Whiff.
It's rough. It really does have to go for the Valley here, though. I mean, you can Dust Titan and shock the Assassin and the Helmed.
Oh, Power Discharge. But
Ooh.
then what? Just shock more things?
This is really rough, because if Andriola had killed that Sentient earlier, this would not have happened at all. And I think he would be in a commanding position.
I'm guessing he's gonna shock the Assassin here?
I think so. Yeah, that would be my guess. Yep.
Frost Elemental. Man, where was that card when he had Power Discharge?
It's actually not bad for next
I mean,
turn, though.
I mean,
That's an
just play
answer.
it now and freeze one of those guys, right?
Oh, no, you do want to hold on. No, you don't want to play it right now. There's no point.
Oh, wait, can you hold it for Parallel, too?
And Devourer.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's true.
That's a huge
spirit.
misplay.
Oh, I totally forgot it's a spirit.
Because Devourer on that spirit, you could parallel one of them, Devour, clear the Vats and the Assassin,
Yeah.
We'll see if he gets away with this. Brebo doesn't appear to be doing much this turn. But if this spirit dies,
He
I
has
think
another helm,
Andriola
though.
might have lost.
Oh, he's going. What is he going for?
Are
A
there any other
Dust Titan,
sentients
I'm
in the
guessing.
deck?
Another sentient.
Oh boy. This is a snowball that really shouldn't have rolled downhill.
Ha! This is a little bit funny. But Andriola does have Devour. Oh, Drone! He could... Oh, he can't Devour that. I'm stupid. But he can Parallel something.
He can parallel... You have to start killing these sentients. So you can parallel one of them into a Frost Elemental. Maybe the non-frozen, non-helmed one.
It makes sense.
Parallel that, see what you draw.
But does he play... Oh, yeah, because he needs a Spirit into play. But why not why not Parallel the Drone, then? I guess he could sack it for, like, a buff. But he's got plenty of drones.
I'm more thinking he's got 9 mana. So if he goes Parallel, Devourer, there's a lot of 2-cost cards you can draw.
That's true.
Um...
If only he could Hero Power.
Oh, well, yeah. Also, the issue is drones
nice
are
card.
useful. That kills one of them.
Kills,
If he had an extra mana.
Oh, yeah, he could Devour.
Oh, this is so frustrating to watch. He's had so many outs that he's just not played to.
But I don't think he's going to die this turn, though.
No, but he's slowly slipping further and further behind. He has to Devour this turn.
But what's he going to attack? I just kill a drone or something?
Well, you kill a drone, but it will kill the assassin, and it will get rid of the cloning vat. You can Marked by Gods to kill the Steel Sentient, I suppose, or just nothing.
Bye-bye, drone.
Chalice is going to win the game.
Not yet, though, right? But how many can he sack? He can sack all of them.
Yeah.
But that won't put him at 30. Well, he can make a Spirit as well. How much is it? 536. Sack the other 3. Yeah, he can do it, actually. I think if he sacks... Oh, no, that costs 1 mana, right?
You can sack 3 more.
Sack a Spirit. I think with the Spirit, it'll be enough.
This is just... Is it just enough? If he'd Marked by Gods, think about this. If he had Marked by Gods the Steel Sentient and made a Spirit instead of a drone, he would not have lost the game there. Because Brebo could not have got to 40 life. He would have been on 39.
Darn. Well,
this is just, yeah. Andriola, like, yeah, he really did sort of throw that game, in my opinion. Which does happen, but, yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
We are into round 2, and we got Ginger Raven, Holio, Geronimo, Lucy, Sen Jesus, I Do Know Man, and Breba in the running. It's nice to see Artifacts, but sadly he lost. I like Artifacts. They're cool.
It's a good deck. It's not easy to play, though. That's for sure. There's a lot of weird combos, so a lot of people don't tend to play it. But it's a nice deck. It's a fun deck to watch as well. You get some crazy damage combos with it sometimes.
But yeah, I think the lamp into a sentient has got to be my favorite idea. That's pretty fun. Feel a lot of drones in play. Like, oh, why is there a 10-10 lamp suddenly attacking? Because it's not a lamp anymore.
Big damage. Alright, so round 1 over. We've got Ginger Raven, Whole Yol, Geronimo, Lucy V, Sen Jesus, Sensagus, I Don't Know Man, and Breba in the, well, top 6 right now.
Breba currently the seal holder. He has to win to avoid the tiebreak.
Isn't it if all 3 of the pair downs lose?
Only 2. Because once you have one 3-pointer, he always wins. Even if he
Right.
loses his last round.
True.
So yeah, there's only 2 seals, unfortunately. And if there are few enough people, both of them actually have to hold. It's not just one. That's rough.
Well, we'll see.
So let's see.
So, who are we thinking?
I'll probably pick either Geronimo, Lucy, or Send Jesus Idolama, because we haven't watched either of them. So whichever one of them queues up first.
Geronimo and Lucy both have 100% play game rates. Just get those.
They're both 2-0s then?
Yeah. With a
So Ginger got the bye?
6.5? Doesn't seem right. How do you get an opponent match win rate of 6.5?
Where's that?
Next to play game. The average of your opponent's match win percentage in the tournament. Shouldn't that be 6.7? What? Because it's 2 games won, 1 game lost, right?
Yeah, it should be 2/3, and I guess the 6 gets rounded up to 7.
Yeah, but then it got rounded down to 5. We've got we've got a display bug here, or a maths bug.
Actually, I don't see it. For me, it looks fine.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm surprised it shouldn't round at all. Actually, it should have at 6, but whatever. Oh, Sensations and I do know, man. Sure, why not?
All right, let's do them. 6.
Let's see.
Oh no!
Oh, don't tell me this is 1 turn heal.
It's 1 turn heal.
Bye bye. That's not very exciting.
We're switching.
And 1 turn heal is.
You know what? We haven't actually watched a 1 turn heal game in a long time.
I think I have, because usually like towards the end of a round they end up still playing. So like you have to watch it.
Okay, fair point.
I'll take Lucy and Geronimo.
Tell you what, Sensagus, if you get to the finals, we will watch you play 1 turn heal. That's the deal. Alright. Lucy and Geronimo. Ooh, Lucy's got a spicy deck.
What do we got? Geronimo looks like Wisdom, Corruption, Control against some sort of bears.
Yeah, but order start with maybe some spirits.
So what was that called? Care Bears, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually what he's called it as well. Care Bears. That's what it's been called for a while. Cause they're bears.
What are the purple bears called? Is there even such a thing?
We never came up with a name for it. The only ones that kind of had names was well, Hate Bears is the corruption version.
Yeah, there's polar bears for blue.
And then Care Bears.
Care Bears for white and Fire Bears for red.
Either Fire Bears or Rage Bears, depending on who you ask. And then the purple one never. I don't think there's been a successful enough purple build where people have like come up with a name for it.
Is that a Steelhost Spearman he's holding?
Those are Steelhost Spearmen. Also, Sunblessed Fields.
Hooray!
Very, very shiny Sunblessed Fields.
Hey, he's showing off his bling.
It just occurred to me how shiny the Sunblessed Field art is, though. That is a hell of a foil.
Oh wow!
And he's got 3 of them at the beginning. This is the best case scenario for dual color shrines.
She's got the Centaur Illusionist as well. So probably has some 2-mana tricks.
Probably, yeah. The question is what?
But Geronimo,
maybe
good
Deigens?
old Horizons.
There's probably Deigens in here. I'm thinking there could be some dragons.
Oh, you mean of the Alabastard?
Variety, yes. I think there might be some Alabaster combos in here because Reincarnation Spirit is a weird card to put in a deck like this, but it is the best Alabaster Dragon combo card because it kind of just... Like, there are better targets for Alabaster, but Reincarnation is the only one that you can just kind of play whenever and you'll just have an Alabaster combo later.
I always thought you use Hermelian though for the mega damage combo though.
Oh yeah, but that's I think it'll be, if he's playing Alabaster, it'll be a finisher in a different kind of deck, as opposed to I'm playing 4 Alabasters, I'm gonna play Hermelian. I would be kind of stunned if there's 4 Alabasters in this deck.
He's going for draw 1, discard 1. Wow. I guess. Oh yeah, I can just toss Bezarok, of course.
Has he got Reanimate?
Oh, he's got 2.
All right, let's see what he can do with this.
Lucy's probably already shaking, like, oh no!
There's a Steel Nor. He could shuffle the Bez back in.
Oh yeah, maybe he will.
In fact, I think he probably will. Oh, that's so painful.
That's just rude.
Perfect counter.
Play the Steel Host, or is he gonna wait for some kind of a bear combo?
I don't know. I think he'll probably... He might hold on to it just to threaten the, like, Innkeeper Stupefy at end of turn for, like, no tempo loss. But I don't know. Oh,
Switched over
conversion.
to green.
It's mana efficient, I'll give him that. Summoner probably.
So what is this thing's ability? Oh, Might Emblem or Shield Emblem, right?
Yeah. Or, in this case, color fixing.
Is it time for Suffocate?
I think it's a pretty bad Suffocate, if I'm honest. Because the spirit will just come back.
Consume.
Not that many nice options. Geronimo's setup has been really hampered by that Innkeeper.
Oh yeah. He was probably expecting to be Bezarocking away here.
He was probably thinking, you know what, I'll get 1. Maybe it'll get cleansed, but I'll get some value. Worst case. And then it turns out worst case was actually Bezarok gets some beer thrown at him, and he goes back into the deck.
Ha! What's he gonna send back? Probably a Suffocate.
Yeah, maybe he wants Suffocate for later, but...
No, he tossed to Reanimate. He's got Zombify. Wow.
Huh.
Smack the face.
This will just... I think you just take the damage here.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to spend 3 mana next turn just replaying it.
No. It's... Yeah. Also, the advantage of... Oh, wow. Suffocate.
Well, at least he got his damage in.
I mean, now he's just going to replay it. I do like Devour in this deck, by the way. Having Reincarnation out of the graveyard can lead to some pretty good Devourers.
Let's see, this is what 3 costed, so that eats not that many things.
It eats tombs.
Yeah, I'll eat Scarabs too.
Wait, actually, no, no, never mind. Devourer
No,
can't
can't
eat spells.
tombs. No, cannot eat spells.
No, it can't eat tombs.
Spells are not edible.
They're not edible, but it is a 6 damage combo from the graveyard.
Although you think if this thing is a World Devourer, why would it not be able to eat spells? Like, why doesn't it just eat everything?
Because they don't have physical forms. There you go. We solved it. It can eat everything apart from things that are not corporeal. But it can eat spirits. Don't think about it too much.
Right. There's a spirit. What's next?
Oh wait, no, never mind. It eats. It gets power from a spirit when it embodies, so that's how it works. attempting to figure out flavor of a Spellweaver card. This has never worked in the past.
I wonder if it's gonna suffocate again. So it could suffocate Zombify, right?
Yeah. It's okay. It's not bad. It does get rid of it properly this time.
Yeah. Gets him an extra zombie.
We might just see a Reverence here.
Double Summoner. Oh, and for white.
I think that was a misclick. That was a misclick. Oh dear. Alright, so Reverence.
Oh, he does have Alabaster.
Illusionist and then replay it. 3-card Reverence. Pretty good.
Seems...
And I think you do play the Steel Host here.
I don't think he can. He has 0 mana.
He's got Spark.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you want to keep a call. It's true.
Then what? Call of Jelaya?
I have a problem with this play. This is 100% pointless. Think about it. He could Spark Call at any time in the future at all, and he would have more information.
Like for a unicorn or something.
Yeah, that is 100% pointless. I really don't like that. It does effectively nothing.
Horizon's Consume here. Because that kills the summoner and does like, what, 7 damage?
Yeah,
I don't think
because he's
heal.
moved back with Illusionist. He's trying to hold on to it, which will be because of Devourer. Also, he can't play Devourer next turn because he's used the Spark. Oh no, he can. He can embody it. That's true, actually. Never mind. He can embody it.
Ooh, Mistio.
He can embody out a Bastard. That's probably better.
That's like Horizon Consume.
Yeah, gets rid of the Summoner. I think that's really important. Summoner does dangerous things if you leave it.
It makes mana out of thin air. It ends up costing a -2 mana.
Yep.
What else is he thinking about here? Suffocate is not very good here. I mean, it kills the summoner too, but meh. And Horizon lets him... Maybe he's contemplating playing the Valley.
It's really tanking on this one. Really tanking. Other option, which hasn't really been assessed, is using hero power. Set up the advanced Zash. That puts a lot of pressure on Lucy. As far as he's aware, he doesn't know that Lucy has access to Devourer and Alabaster, which means hero power is actually not that good of an option here. But traditionally, advanced Zash is very good in this matchup.
Does not go for Consume. Yeah, I guess it's going to be hero power, like I said.
I'm expecting it. I think this is going to be an advanced Zash setup. And then...
No? Change his mind?
Ran out of time.
Oh, wow, that sucks.
You know, playing quickly is part of the game. You have to have that as a skill. You can't be too in... You have a time slot, but if you're indecisive, you lose plays. Now we're just going to see Devourer or a Creature Flurry combo. I think probably... I do like the Deogen here. because you can get Steelhost Spearman back and just start playing stuff. So I really like the Deogen.
Oh.
It's going to Devour. Get the board clear instead. Maybe saving the Deogen post board clear, maybe. We'll have to see. He does know there's Bezarox. That is something to keep in mind. But there's no Advanced Ash this turn, and there can't be, because you need 3 corruption levels for Advanced Ash to work. Well, aside from mana cost problems.
Sanctum is pretty nice, though. Suffocate Sanctum takes care of the board.
Does it? Yeah, it does. And that's what's happening. Suffocate Sanctum, get a zombie. Not bad.
Seems pretty respectable.
But now we've got this Deogen play. Another Innkeeper. Sunblessed Fields. It's not really what you want to be seeing at this point in the game.
He's got enough levels.
I think you actually play the Innkeeper here and just clean out the graveyard again. Because right now I'm thinking from Lucy's perspective, that Catacomb Keeper might be the only creature Geronimo has access to, and he's probably playing Reanimator, a Seen Underground Maze. So for all he knows, it could be 3 corruption levels, Reanimate Catacomb Keeper that gets Geronimo back in the game. So I really like playing Innkeeper there instead. It also would put an extra set of stats in play. And be more mana efficient.
No disagreement there.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Zera going away now then? He could play it, right? It kills the Spearman.
It's a pretty good time to play it, not gonna lie. It's pretty good here.
Well, what's he DOing though? All these cards are kind of good.
Hmm.
Oh, missed again. Wow.
We might see a hero power now. Basic Darius, maybe. Try and get back in this game card advantage wise. That's really rough. I mean, this is the downside of using your Valley. Sometimes playing the Valley is not actually worth it. You want to keep it in your deck so that so basically it saves you Divine Offerings in the long run. But yeah.
Is there any answer to those tombs?
Not in hand right now. I mean, he's playing green, right? There's probably Bark combos in here. I mean, there are Devourers in the deck. We've seen a Devourer, but there could only be maybe 2? 2, maybe 3? Probably. There's probably only 2. It's unlikely to be playing more than 2. Well, here comes the Valor. You want to clean out the graveyard. Or he's going to refresh his own. So I guess Devourer, Illusionist. I mean, you could just put the entire graveyard back. What this says is there's Life Force Incarnates in this deck. That's what that means. So he's leaving Devourer in the graveyard because that means there's Life Force Incarnates. So the next time a Life Force shows up, then it will bring out that Devourer. And finally seeing that Sunblessed Fields being used. pretty good use of it. My emblem, significantly stronger than well, significantly stronger in a lot of cases than the Dominion Corruption one, but that one can be used in combat, which is a big bonus, but you do lose life.
He's got another Catacomb Keeper. He could use some cards. If only there was a reanimate.
That almost felt like a shot fired there, but yeah.
Here we go, Lucy. Well, thankfully Geronimo's got a decent amount of life, so he can kind of take some damage this turn. There's gonna be some Valor. No spirits in play, so Alabaster can't do anything too terrible. Primal Battle a bunch of stuff, I guess?
Primal Battle would clear... Doesn't really need to, though. Could just attack.
Oh, there is the Illusionist.
This is a lot of damage, though.
Sure is. What?
Oh, there's the Life Force.
Oh, yeah. Does what, 11 damage? Oh, no, he has to deal with the Innkeeper, so I guess he'll Primal Battle it, and then that'll be 11 damage.
I must admit, I really like Steel Lord Innkeeper's combination with Life Force Incarnates. Being able to basically target what you want from your own graveyard.
Yeah, that's
it's a big
nice.
deal.
Yeah, Geronimo is gonna need some help. Oh, yikes, a 6/6. Oh, Word of Pain is a very nice top deck. Word of Pain, Zierra, and a Consume. Start killing everything.
What would that? It would start a chain. Geronimo is really falling far behind though right now. This board is starting to get out of control. And there's a lot of damage from hand is the other issue. The only thing he's got going in his favor is Lucy doesn't have healing, but I don't know if he can exploit that. Question is if he can even survive this board state. That's the real problem.
Well, let's see. Zierra plus Word can clear the Innkeeper, making a Spirit. And then
Zierra
consume something.
Yeah, probably the other Innkeeper to stop Innkeeper just removing the ability on.
Oh yeah, so they can always block. Put her in the back. I don't know if you can afford to do that, buddy.
Well, I think this is basically saying that it's not going to be able to attack anyway, and it won't be attacked. So you at least keep the ability to reduce damage. That's how I see that.
Alright, the Incarnate is a spirit. It's unaffected by Zierra. That's right. I forget what is a spirit and isn't the spirit in this game sometimes.
Yeah, most of them are pretty well known, but there's some that are not as frequently used. Illusionist is a big one.
Okay, so Geronimo did some damage here. It cleared up the board a little bit.
And here comes Devourer. Or... Oh... Alabaster is worth 6 damage.
Geronimo's got 2 blockers unless they're getting Primal Battled.
I really like this. There's going to be a Primal Battle to kill the Zierra. And then Devour. Most likely.
Yeah, because then the spirits can't do anything.
Because Devourer would actually die to the Zierra here. Oh, never mind.
I guess he'll stupefy her?
Or Primal Battle.
Well, why play the Innkeeper, then? He's really jacking that thing up.
Actually, to be fair, a stupefied Ziara is about as useful as a dead one. In fact, I think it's less useful because it can't be reanimated. Because it's not going to block, is it? He still goes for the kill anyway. Alright. I think it would have been a bit nicer to use some of these. Instead of spending all that mana on the Innkeeper, just play an Alabaster, get more damage in. I think I would have preferred that.
I think at this point, Geronimo has basically no way out of this.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Let's be completely honest here. He's dead. I would
short of
be
something like a Bezarok. Even would that even do anything?
no. I would be thinking about going on to game 2 here if I was Geronimo. Save the frustration.
Yeah, he's just gonna die next turn.
Yep.
What?
Sure, why not?
I guess.
Can't be suffocated now, I guess.
Oh, tribute. Oh, actually, suffocate. Would suffocate even do anything? I don't think it'd kill enough stuff. If he had 2 suffocates though. Oh man, the value.
That's true, actually. Double suffocate would do it.
So he's got tribute, sanctum. So he can kill 4 things, but which 4?
Is that even enough?
Probably not in the long run because Lucy can just keep putting on things, and Geronimo. Well, Geronimo needs a turn to play the Catacomb Keeper just to draw cards after the clear, assuming he doesn't immediately die.
Yep, there you go. Well,
he followed
pretty
your advice.
convincing game 1.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do game 2. So, same deck from Geronimo. You do need to win with it.
Triple Horizons for Lucy.
That's a good start.
Is that wait? That's 1 turn heal, isn't it?
Let me check. Yep, you're not escaping it.
Damn it! I feel like they're doing this just to annoy me. That's the only
you're not
explanation.
escaping it.
I guess, yeah.
Well, we're watching a 1-turn heal game, guys. It's happening. Get your memes out.
I mean, it looks like Lucy will just steamroll here with Triple Horizons.
Yes, this will probably be quite a quick game. I don't think... We didn't see a Curse of Risha last game. And if there's no curses... This is gonna be hard. I'll put it that way.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I wish the way 1-turn heal would work is that it would actually use the life for something, rather than just this immediate win condition. Like, so there's a card that says deal 10 damage to both players or something. So you bump up your life, and then you sort of, like, burn your opponent in some way.
Yeah, I mean... 40 life gain win condition. We've had this discussion 1,000 times. It's here to stay, although it does mean that decks like this will always be around. It's more of a question of how good they are, which I'm not entirely sure how good 1-turn heal is right now. I think this matchup is good for it, but I don't know how good it is as a whole.
Oh, he draws a card instead of Horizons. Interesting. I mean, he's got 1,000,000 cards. I guess he figures he can always ramp later. He can actually double ramp next turn. Maybe that's why. Geronimo's probably... I mean, he's got Vulture. That's something.
Mill does help a bit. You need a lot of it, though, because Eleanor's do get them back.
Yeah.
It can mess with some pieces, though.
I think it's his only real chance. Bezarok dying and summoning Vulture and the Thought Devourer might also be at play. But how is he just gonna get pacified? It's never gonna get killed unless he kills it himself. Is Sanctum of the Void even going to do anything this game? I guess you might as well have it activated just to kill the odd Eleanor or something. So Lucy is at 4 levels after turn, what, 3? That's pretty good.
This seems fair right moment, but yeah.
Reanimated will help here, but will it be enough? Probably Bezarok will be better here because it can set up its death rattle. While
confusion in chat over who is Lucy V, who is Vidal. Are they the same person? Are they different? Nobody knows.
I mean, it's probably some sort of an alien.
I'm pretty sure it's the same. I think it's the same guy. Or it was just a case of 2 accounts and then switching from one to the other. It's also possible it's shared accounts that are no longer shared or became shared. There's lots of different things, but yeah, it's definitely the same player to some extent. I'll put it that way. I think it's just his ult. The ult that is now played on more than the original account.
Horizons again. Now, of course, if that vulture grows, there's a mark of the gods waiting for it.
Yep.
So what is the best hero power here for Geronimo? Hermelian or something?
Probably. Actually, maybe a Malric.
Oh yeah, protect your creatures. Yeah, that makes some sense.
Because then you can't get pacified.
That's actually pretty reasonable, I think.
Yeah. It would also be a big brain moment from Geronimo because Amalric is a hero that people just forget exists. Amalric's a weird one. He's had his effect is so specific that he's either extremely good or kind of not. And right now he's in the not the best situation.
He might go. Is he gonna for the? Yeah, he's gonna go for the death rattle. I'm guessing.
Yep.
So, but well, definitely vulture, and probably the thought devourer. Yeah, mill more. He's got 4 consumes, which is pretty funny. Which
I was about to say you could argue succubus just because of how many consumes there are. But these consumes are not gonna do a lot.
Well, I think his goal is going to be to try to surprise him with like a massive sudden damage spike from like a single creature.
Yeah, that will be the goal. I mean, I think it'd be hilarious if he went Amalric and then killed him with a protected, massively buffed, like, I don't know,
Zera or something?
Hypnotizing Spirit or something. Actually, it might be quite dangerous if Geronimo gets Vulture and Hypnotizing off this. Not Hypnotizing, Nightbringer. Like, Thought Devourer is pretty good as well, but Nightbringer doesn't even have to hit.
Right. Bedeviled.
That's some big damage. Is it gonna attack? Probably not, but it is some big damage. Tell you what, we have not seen Nightbringer in a long time.
I mean, besides demons, where could you ever run it?
Yeah, it's like, it's not really, there aren't any aggressive mill decks, just in general. And demons has not been big recently, so.
Okay, well, Lucy's got 5 levels. You'd probably Horizon up to 6 eventually. Exorcism is a nice answer to Vulture, but that Bedeviled. I don't think he wants to be taking 5 damage right now. In before suddenly become Hermelian and then like consume up to like a lethal or something. I mean, he's got to consider that.
He does have to consider it.
Can he actually kill the Bedeviled right now? It does not look like it.
Ooh.
That is a slow
Vulture.
game. What is he gonna? It's gotta be exorcism here. There's no way he's letting this vulture live.
I mean, the vulture represents 4 damage on its own.
Right.
Like, that's not insignificant. Hmm.
Maybe he's wait. Is exorcism instant? It's not, right? I'm guessing he's gonna try to hold Mark by the Gods to kill the vulture if it gets too uppity.
I'm waiting for the Amalric. Do it.
That would be absolutely hilarious, by the way, if it goes Amalric. Like,
It would
oh,
absolutely
crap.
destroy him.
It's like, oh wait, I can't suddenly do anything. Like these creatures
People
are...
forget that guy is an option. Like, I mean, it would do 6 damage this turn. And, well, it would actually do 7 because you've got Spark, so you could pump the Vulture. And then Lucy would have 2 mana you can't use. And then in 3 turns, basically every 3 turns you get a free attack.
Yeah, and if he can set that up, attack have to be a quadruple consumed big ass demon or something.
Okay, he's going for the Hermelian now. This is basically the do you have Pacify?
Huh. Well, he's or not. Wait, did Lucy pass or something? Why is he doing this now?
I think... Did he confirm attack already? It'd be kind of weird ordering if he didn't already confirm attack. Yeah, he did.
Wow, Lucy's really playing with fire here.
Well, he's going to...
It's gotta be a Malric, right? Oh no, I don't think he has enough mana to pull it off.
He doesn't have enough mana anymore.
Oh no, couldn't he spark? He can still play a shrine.
Oh, he hasn't played a shrine yet. Oh, he's gonna Hermelian. If he hasn't played a shrine yet, he'll Hermelian to deal 5 damage.
That could also work. But I do think
Amalric
Amalric does have some, like you said, you can just being able to stick a creature guaranteed. Or even 2 creatures is really nice.
But this is a deck that probably plays Succubus, so like, getting that 5 damage in right now is huge.
Ha!
He is going Amalric!
Mad respect.
Oh my god.
This is awesome.
That's something you haven't seen in a while. The Amalric being pulled from the pool of heroes.
And it's like, oh crap, how do I kill these things?
Because he can't target them.
You can't.
He basically has to do it on his turn.
Yeah.
On Geronimo.
It's gonna have to be, but I'm not sure what kills the demon though. I think is the problem.
Well, if he doesn't have an answer, it's gonna get consumed onto, and it's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Because there's no pacify. Huh. I mean, this is a hero you don't see much anymore. Oh. He's in trouble.
Well, I mean, this will deal with them on his turn, but what's he gonna do?
In the meantime.
I mean, I'm guessing he's gonna try to bluff pacify, but like, he already didn't have it once, because he would not have just taken 5 damage.
No, he would not have just taken 5.
Okay, so he actually has lethal, right?
Yes, but it requires to walk into pacify, which means this will get marked. I can't even really fault Geronimo for that at all, because... Like, yeah, I can't even really fault him for that at all, because Pacify could have been drawn, and Pacify would be a 3-for-1 if it was there. But anyway, I do think you start getting rid of some of these consumes. 4 is too many. you do not need 4 consumes. This is pretty good though. Getting a free soul.
Yeah, well, he did draw a pacify now. I mean, if Geronimo ever sticks to a creature when his hero power is active, that's a big problem for Lucy.
Yeah, because if Geronimo ever attacks with a creature basically. His hero power will guarantee that it gets through.
Yeah, and it'll stick around for next turn too.
And one turn heal relies on your opponent's attack phase a lot to remove things because of things like pacify.
Okay, so he's at 2. He has no way to heal. Okay, there's Eleanor. What's she getting back?
What was the Eleanor target? Word of Grace.
Oh, when did that go to the graveyard? Oh, it must have been milled or something.
Yeah.
But he can't actually play it because he doesn't have the mana. Aero Barrage does Zera? Like, that thing has to be killed.
He's still dead, but yeah, honestly.
I'll guess hold the Pacify, right? But then, doesn't double consume win?
It's just a single consume. Consume onto the spirit, we'll win the game.
Oh yeah, right, because that one is enough to kill it. That's right, because of the weak... Oh! That's it, right? Oh no, you can spend it from channeling, never mind.
Yeah, he's got channeling, so he has the mana for this.
Well, Word of Grace will heal him for 6. But damn, isn't Zero just gonna straight up kill him?
This is really close
Because
he's gonna have to pacify.
Eleanor, and then he consumes the spirit. Oh no, he still has 1 mana. Oh, never mind.
He's still got enough to pacify, but this is a costly defense from Lucy. Also, keep in mind, consume on the Ziara. Draw this card at end of turn. I like that. You just consume the Eleanor. You get in for 8 damage, basically. If there's a pacify, you just play another one. And next turn, there's an Amalric, which means you won't be able to pacify the second attack.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a spirit in play as well.
Yeah, so there's the pacify, but here comes another one.
And then he can play Bezarok and consume it if necessary, and summon a Succubus or Azarus.
I mean, the ultimate, like,
Oh,
next level play would be the Azar Hiss, consume onto it a bunch, and just mill him to death.
But he needs something to consume, though. And I don't
Yeah,
think
he doesn't have enough.
This board is getting cleared.
Double barrage.
But he can actually double Word of Grace now.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do, basically.
He's still not out of it, is the funny thing. Bezarok will come down here.
Oh, because you can hero power, that's right. This is the hero power turn.
Ooh, Vulture. Honestly, Vulture, mill, and play the Bezarok is pretty good. Because then you're probably going to have some creatures by the end of next turn. I think...
Oh yeah, because
personally,
Bezarok just summon a bunch of things when he dies.
I think Amalric should be used for attacking as opposed to for securing board position.
Yeah, I think your play is correct. Bezarok, Vulture. Because,
that's the one I like, at least.
Yeah, like Bezarok can also mill more cards too. Like we say, a massive Azarus attack mill like 15 cards or something, and maybe even burn him to death.
Yeah. Burst mill is a way out of this.
Because Lucy doesn't have anyone to search the graveyard currently.
No, Eleanor and Exorcism will do it. Like, that's what they're in the deck for, but still.
I wonder if he'll actually end up here. Oh, no, he doesn't want it, because he wants Bezarok to die, right? He wants the hero power next turn. Then if the Bezarok sticks, then he hero powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he can't clear the board, but he can't deal with the creature that's going to come out of Bezarok. Which might be another Bedeviled Fiend. Okay, there's that.
Double power search, sure. Shock? Honestly, if he shocks this Bezarok, he probably loses, because you can consume your own Bezarok onto the Enchained Soul, get Azar Hiss, and then Amalric the Azar Hiss.
Oh, no, he didn't do that. He's going to hold Pacify, but he's got to remember, wait, that dude's got Amalric hero power. Pacify is going to do jack.
Yeah, Pacify's not doing anything. But you've also got to keep in mind, Bezarok's actually, it's only 4 damage.
Wow, okay, he's not going to hold up the mana. Interesting.
The concession. This is a game of chicken because now he just won't use Amalric.
A game of chicken. I like that.
Oh, it's like, all right, I'm not going to leave mana open because it won't do anything. Okay, I just won't use the hero power. Like this is where we're at. I actually like the Horizon tier because it pumps consumes.
But I want. Oh, wait. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna go for a big hit, I guess. 6, I guess, makes some sense.
So it's basically worth 2 damage. Yeah, okay.
I mean, because it reduces his life, and he might actually Amalric these 2 guys now when he has 2 big creatures.
Yeah.
Maybe, because at the same time he wants to avoid Pacify. Like he wants Bezarok to die essentially.
Yeah, it's 6 damage, and I think the only way of getting rid of Bezarok efficiently is Pacify. I personally like playing Horizons here. I think you need to get shrines out of your deck, and you need to increase your corruption levels.
Seems sensible for sure. Wait, you don't hero power here. I don't think you hero power.
No.
But he did not play New Horizons.
So that, in my opinion, means he's never going to go to 5 levels. These are just going to get divined. I think that's what that means.
So can Lucy kill both of these, the resulting spirit and the resulting demons that are coming? Oh man, I remember when Bezarok could summon 3 vultures.
Oh yeah, this game would be over by now if Bezarok could still summon 3 vultures. Yeah, this game would have been
really low on cards. He needs an Innkeeper pronto. How many of them have milled?
None, but there might not even be Innkeepers. There are Exorcisms.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense too.
Exorcisms get Eleanor's, and then Eleanor's get the rest of the spells. But that stops you from drawing yourself out of resources, but it doesn't stop you from getting milled to death, because it's only a few cards at once. So the win condition is still this gaining life.
So I think now's gonna be time for hero power, right? Maybe. Oh, wow. Ray. No, he doesn't leave mana up.
This is so ridiculous because the idea is Lucy is essentially saying, okay, I will never kill this Bezarok. I will take 4 damage a turn, and I will out-heal you.
Oh, reanimate. What are we getting?
That's what this means.
Another Bezarok?
Wait. Reanimate Bezarok.
Kill this one, get an Azurus or something? Or
consume onto the Azurhis. Consume... Wait.
That might be lethal, actually.
Is there enough mana for this?
Wait, why is he going level now? I'm guessing he's gonna consume this thing.
Reanimate a... Oh, I think that's a missed opportunity. Did he have enough mana for it?
He's not.
Reanimate, consume. Yes! He did! That would have been a 12 attack Azurhis.
That's pretty devastating. That basically mills his whole deck.
That would be game over. Missed opportunity there, in my opinion. Right, drawing into resources. Okay. This is still pretty good.
Play the Vulture, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is still pretty good, but like...
Oh, milled an Exorcism, that's good.
There was potential for next level plays there.
that would have been really funny. So Lucy's problem is he's gonna get milled. Because, yeah, he can always just consume his own Bezarok and, like, summon another Vulture.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that Azurus shenanigans would have been hilarious.
What's funny is, at the end of it, it would have been an Azurhis and a Bezarok in play. Like, it wouldn't even be, like, all resources gone. There'd still be something in play. Keep in mind, you can still summon an Azurhis. It's just not as powerful now.
Well, I think Lucy is just finished. Right? He has no way to get cards back, and if he just kills this board... more mill is coming.
Yeah.
Like, Pacify isn't even gonna... I guess just hold back on Pacify. But
like,
then there's also Amalric hero power.
I just want to say, this Amalric has not been used.
But it
doesn't need to be.
The threat is there.
Yep.
Okay, now it's time for hero power. For sure.
Now I would say
Oh yeah, you don't you consume. Let's see. Do you want to do damage or do you want to do mill?
both. I would
Huh.
say you can. I think you kill your own Bezerok here, and then protect the Azurhiss and the Vulture,
Yeah, that
or
makes
protect the
sense.
Azurhiss and the Catacomb Keeper, I guess, to get more damage in. Or you can just go full damage and protect the Bezerok and the Vulture, and then
Should protect
pump
the
the
vulture,
Vulture.
right? Yeah, and then like consume the zombie or something.
Do you even need to consume here?
I mean, get a bunch of four extra damage. Oh, yeah, you can just. I guess you can always just pump it.
Pump the
But
Vulture.
this is more efficient. You get 4 for 2.
That's true. You get more damage this way. Much more, actually.
Yeah.
So that's 9, and then you get back probably your Ziaras and the Vulture. And you want to leave the Bezerok there because reanimate.
This has been a very interesting game, actually. I gotta
It
say.
has been a very interesting game.
Is he gonna pacify here? Does he have to? How much damage is this? This is 15
15.
damage. Yikes.
Double Word of Grace, but this is more damage than he's healing.
And he's also drawing more cards. But he drew an exorcism at least.
Back down to 14, and more importantly, he can't do anything to this board.
Well, he's gonna be holding pacifies, I assume, again.
Yeah, hold the pacifies, test of time, but there's multiple tombs. And he's never going to be able to reflector multiple tests because there's only going to be one tombs at once.
Tough situation. Wow, pass turn. Interesting.
Right, so you definitely don't attack with the Bez. It's going to get pacified. Like, you should know better. Come on.
You can just pacify everything, right?
Yeah. This is effectively a board wipe. So, yeah, slight slip up on Geronimo's side there. You need to be patient. You've got a win condition that is his deck ticking down, so you just need to be patient.
Yeah, he draws like 1 vulture and it's basically GG.
Yep.
But yeah, right, you wanted to see if you could kill your own Bezerok too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did he use all those consumes? Yes, he did.
He did, some of which could have been used to better effect, in my opinion. But yeah, he did. These exorcisms are going to stop the game ending, but that's about it, because, well, you can't recycle spells with exorcism anymore. Haven't been able to do that for a long time.
Oh, yeah, and Elnor only puts 1 spell back.
Yeah.
And so much of your stuff draws cards. Another
Like,
tombs?
it is possible to not mill yourself to death, but it's difficult. Okay, that basically just thinned the deck out and got rid of the Suffocate.
I mean, he's looking to draw more of those cards.
Geronimo might time out, that's the only issue.
Oh, they are low on time.
And I think he's realized. Because he's playing quickly now.
I don't think I've ever rooted against 1-turn heal as much as I am right now.
I think it's just because it's interesting what Geronimo's doing.
Yeah, it's cool.
This game actually isn't done yet. I think Geronimo has... Now, they were difficult lines to, like, spot, but he has given up some plays that would have probably won in the game by now. Obviously, there was the quote-unquote lethal from earlier, but that's only with perfect knowledge. There's no way... In an actual... When you're actually playing, like, he could have Pacify or Marked by the Gods. He's probably got Pacify, not Marked. So that was a correct play from that perspective.
Oh, reanimate. Oh boy. Vulture? No vultures in the graveyard.
Did he get exorcismed?
No, he used exorcism on himself. He had to.
Why is there no Bezerok in the yard? I thought... Huh.
Well, what
I
sucks
thought
is
there
there's
was a
no
ZR.
vulture in the yard. I guess he shuffled.
He put the vulture and the other stuff back in the graveyard for damage, but I thought what happened was putting the I thought he left a Bezarok in the graveyard, but he didn't. That could be a game-losing mistake. It's actually a pretty big deal. Um, hmm.
Let's see, how much life can Lucy gain now? He could play another Reflector. He doesn't have that much mana, I guess. And he can't just draw
Weirdly,
3 or 4 cards.
Here comes the Ziara.
Is it time for Hero Power?
Are there any pacifiers left in the deck?
He's got one in hand.
Yeah, you should be counting pacifiers, so he knows there is one.
Can he do it now? He's played another Ward of Grace. He's got 3 cards in his deck. He's got to exercise the Eleanor's back.
Oh, this is very difficult because Geronimo has messed up a little bit in terms of his milling strategy. So he may actually not have enough to end the game. He's very close, but he may never get there.
How many pacifiers are gone? Oh, wow.
What we're basically seeing is the equivalent of we're basically seeing the equivalent of a Rage Rush player being slowly killed by lamps and the Wisdom Dominion guy is on 1 health. That's what we are essentially seeing here.
I mean, Geronimo just needs 1 top deck, right? And that's it.
Yeah, he needs to top deck Vulture, because he can't top deck Bez anymore, because Bez won't win. Because it'll never die. He's given up his methods of killing his own Bezes. So, unless Geronimo top decks exactly what he needs, I actually think Lucy might win this game now.
Well, he better move quick. He's got a minute left.
Yeah, I'd say, aside from timing shenanigans, because they're both taking a long time, it's been a long game.
And this is like game
I think,
2 only.
Yeah, I think Lucy is slightly favored to win this game, but only, I'd say it's like 55-45.
Zierra. Oh, that's useless.
Just attack. You just attack. There's no... Just attack. You have to throw in this pacify.
Yeah, basically.
I actually don't like attacking with the spirit there, because if there's a pacify, you get kind of screwed. And then you just play, yeah, I mean, you gain your life. Play another Ziara, and then go from there.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
But this might be enough. Yeah, it's enough.
Yep.
And he's with 1 card left in the deck. Oh my god.
That could not have been closer. Geronimo played quite well, but he missed a few through lines, and Lucy, well, was basically on a knife's edge the whole game. If Lucy had played that any worse than he did, he would have lost. That was extremely well played on his side. Very hard game. That is the kind of game that is extremely difficult to play.
Okay, so Brebo protected the seal. We have 4 2-pointers. Including Brebo. That's interesting.
Nice, nice. We got I Don't Know Man and Brebo next.
Sure, might as well. Because Lucy with this 1-turn heal, blah.
Honestly, that was probably the most entertaining 1-turn heal game I've seen in a while. It was a very intense game, though.
Well, because milling gives you a way to interact with them, essentially.
Yeah,
in a way
essentially.
they can't just negate with like healing, pacify, and all this. Like, oh, milling your cards, and that can really mess up their. Because yeah, they can't shuffle that many cards back anymore without. Because Innkeeper or Exorcism is just 5 creatures, which is only a few Eleanors. And Eleanor's just 1 card.
They don't bother with Innkeeper because, well, they only have like 4 creatures in the deck, so not worth it. I'm honestly like, I know One Turn Heal gets a lot of flack for being kind of boring, and it is, but it is legitimately quite difficult to play. Lucy was quite good there. Being able to beat a person with Mill and a Malric is very hard. It's very, very hard. I know there were some slip ups there, but they were lines that were extremely hard to spot and play.
Yeah. Sometimes you really gotta think outside the box in these games. Okay, we're halfway there. Looks like none of these guys have. No, did Ginger Riven has a title? I can't remember. It's gonna be really funny if Brebo wins, though. Is he streaming?
I don't know.
I assume he wouldn't be because he would like self-stream snipe.
With Azurhis, do you need mana for the mill or is it for the damage?
It's the wait. She was changed, right? Oh, all right.
It's just the damage.
Oh, right, and we don't care about that. Okay, Breba and I Do Know Man. Let's go.
So yeah, it would have been a 12 mil, but no damage. But I think in that situation, the damage wasn't really that important.
Okay, so I Do Know Man.
But
It looks
anyway.
like it's the pony deck, or some kind of a pony deck.
I hear ponies.
There's ponies in his hand, but there's also succubus. Oh, look, no, I think it's the aggressive pony deck, which just has succubus in it.
This is interesting. Yeah, this is like 3-level. This kind of smells of a conquest deck. You know, you play your Amon, everyone's like, oh, it's a control deck, and then they get flattened by stallions. I feel like that's where this is going. I'm curious if there's the slave reanimation package in this, where they play one of the what's it called? The newer slave guy that can reanimate himself by sacrificing slaves.
Oh yeah, I forgot what he's called.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. But anyway, yeah, that guy, because you can tutor him.
I think we saw him a little bit.
He's hard to build around. He's very powerful, but he's difficult to build around.
So he's got probably Mez is best here. So let's see, Rage Rush from I Do Know Man is banned, and Breba's a Burk I think is also something like a Rage Rush.
Mhm.
So what is the Burk? Burning Rage probably? For Do Know Man?
It could be Burning Rage, it could be Shamans. It's probably Burning Rage. I mean, it's possible the basic Zash is Shamans, actually, and then it's Burning Rage or Rage Rush. It's difficult to tell. It'd be a bit of a dupe, but yeah, it could happen.
Do Know Man attacks. I think Breba is happy to trade. Ah. Clever tricks. I'm guessing just Harpy takes care of the 3-1 pretty nicely, and then you can consume that other guy later. And while you're setting up Sanctum. Progress.
Next turn, we are going to see a Stallion attack, though, because he's got Silverthorn Promenade for the instant activation.
Yeah. It's the real Haldiri Rider.
It actually is. It's basically Haldiri Rider.
I kind of miss the old Haldiri.
I do as well. You know, Library Guards got reverted in a way. I think we could probably get Haldiri back as double green. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, for sure. I think that'd be fine. Library Guards kind of showed that a creature that's a bit too good can probably be brought back as a monocolor creature.
As long as it's in the right color.
Yeah, I mean,
He played Stallion. I
yeah.
thought for sure he was gonna go Sanctum here and just clear the Harpy.
Whoa! Oh, I like this. This is cool. So, this is a reanimation stallion package.
What is he tossing in this graveyard? Oh, what the hell? What is this nonsense?
So, essentially, the point of this is there's 4 reanimates in the deck. You use Catacomb Keeper for draw out of reanimate, and if the game's late enough, you get your red dragon and you nuke the control deck.
Pfuh.
um,
Oh,
yeah, I've seen this before with like Dread Knights, because that's funny, but Dread Knights in like a 2-level deck. But yeah, I've seen it before with some stuff. I have not seen a Dread Dragon in a Stallion deck in a while though. That's cool. There'll only be one in the deck. There's no chance there's more than one. You know, that Red Dragon probably can't even be played outside of Reanimate.
Yeah, it seems that could be very, very awkward.
It also has a slightly stupid combo, which is you can reanimate the dragon and then get a Malric off Amon and protect it.
Protect the
And then
dragon.
next turn,
Well, I mean, Sanctum kills it, though.
Sanctum would, but the point is, like, not every deck you play against will have ways of even killing that thing.
Yeah, like that one turn here, like, oh, an invincible dragon. Isn't that lovely?
Yep. The question is, what is he going to do here? There's potential for Nightmare Stallion.
Yeah.
Get the Slave Gladiator. You get rid of the 2 skill shrines at this point, I think. Personally, I don't think you want the extra Silverthorn anymore. Yeah. You want to thin out your deck from all the guff. This is the other reason Nightmare Stallion's actually really strong. You get to thin your deck out of all the nonsense after you play them, which means you get to play extra copies of skill shrines without screwing yourself over.
Just don't run 201 shrines or you'll just run out of stuff.
Yeah, you got your basic shrines for that.
Is Brebo gonna Succubus?
Succubus is pretty good here, but the Stallion, some problems.
I don't think he can do anything about it right now.
No, don't really think so. The only alternative is setting up a hero power, but that doesn't... It doesn't really do anything. The board state's still in its kind of awkward spot. At least playing Succubus lets you put pressure of your own back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it also goes, oh wow. Oh, reanimate. Anything good? No. I mean, Mesmerizing Spirit is not a great target. It's gonna reanimate the other one, discarding the second Noxious Fumes. He is!
Yep. Goodbye, Noxious Fumes. All of them.
Well, I do know man's gonna have to draw something good here. Something like
Well,
Catacomb
that is
Keeper.
definitely not what you want. That's pretty good.
It's not bad. Hero power as well? I don't know. I feel like basic Darius is something. He needs cards. Like, really badly.
Yeah. The problem is, if you're going to do that, you might as well do next turn, because you can't activate basic Darius this turn. I think this might be a Primal Battle sacrifice. Or you could just activate... I think if he was going to do this, he should have sacrificed the Silverthorn Promenade to make it into a 4/5 to get that extra point damage in. And instead he's going to go for this setup. Alright. Saving the sacrifice for now. Well, he does want to draw into Reanimates, keep in mind, because Reanimates effectively draw him 3 cards right now. He's got Catacomb Keeper off Reanimate, which is really strong.
Wow. That's interesting. Very aggressive.
That's a lot of damage. That is actually a lot of damage. It's nothing to sniff at.
He drew not a very good card. He drew a Shrine, which draws a very bad card.
A worse card, yeah.
I guess it's time for Sanctum, maybe.
Sanctum... I kind of like the Death Cursed and then Zombie here. It puts on more pressure. It avoids discard effects. And it will kill at least one of the spirits. So I quite like that. It also plays around like a Sanctum. If Brebo wants to Sanctum the Stallion, like if he gets it, he has to attack the Legionnaire and the Death Cursed, which puts him at 9 because the Death Cursed will pop. He gets this, and then he can kill the Stallion. But then being under 10 life is significant because remember, Red Dragon's in the which means that is a 11 health kill. It's an 11 mana kill, which is possible to get to.
He left the Death Curse alive?
Yeah, this will be because it was either the Death Curse or the Zombie, but that stops the attack.
Reanimate.
That's good, because Reanimate is going to get back Catacomb Keeper, which draws 3 cards.
I enjoy another Reanimate.
Oh, that's pretty good. Can he clear off that? Yeah, he can. He can Primal Battle a Mez with the Death Cursed, kill the other Mez, and then Hero Power. Or... he doesn't even have to.
He just does this.
This is kind of infuriating, because this isn't... if you look at it, this is an on-board misplay. He should have let the Bezarok die there. Because the on-board misplay is... he didn't use anything from hand there, it was just an attack and a Hero Power.
Efficient resources.
It is very efficient. And Brebo would be left with a 2-1 otherwise. Now he's going to trade resources.
Here. Is he going to bring back a Bezzy?
You definitely want your Bez back here.
Bezzy. Nah, maybe he wants that discard.
He could keep discarding. Bez is super good. Really?
Harpy?
Alright.
What? I mean, okay, that seems a little underwhelming.
It is a bit. It gives recursive... like, there isn't an easy answer to this, I guess.
Other than the Primal Battle that he's holding.
I mean, there is an easy answer, but the point is, it like not on board.
Reanimate that guy back, draw 3 more cards? I don't know. Seems good. He only needs the reanimate for 1 dragon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Reanimate, draw more cards, Primal Battle it off the face of the earth, and then just play your other 2 creatures.
That Death Curse bringing him down. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, he doesn't even discard anything. He just draws 3 cards.
Yep.
Oh, double Death Curse is pretty nice.
It's actually very nice. Primal Battle, play all your creatures. Seems pretty solid, if I'm honest. You definitely Primal Battle here. You want to get rid of this thing.
No doubt.
It's for free as well, so it's like... but this is super dangerous, because keep in mind... once Denoman gets to 11 mana, he basically wins the game. Because that's a 10 damage combo out of the graveyard. So once he gets to 11 mana, that's 10 damage. Death Curse are worth 2 each. So Denoman has built an aggressive deck that has a pretty solid long game strategy.
Just hope somebody doesn't shuffle your dragon back.
That's true, but then you can just get it back with a Stallion.
mean, that sacrifice is gonna sting.
He's gonna draw a card off the mercenary.
Oh yeah. Now he's down to 9. If he can
he's
land
at
even
9.
1 attack, that'll be over. Like, he just plays Tribute and it hits the face for 4, right? And that's basically over.
Yeah.
Oh, a Stallion. That's pretty cool. I don't think... Oh, yeah, he can play it, actually.
9 mana. Yeah, he can go Stallion, play Aristocrat, play Tribute. And that's 7 damage.
And then it's like a reanimate waiting room. And he can also thin his deck of trash, like you said.
He thins his deck of, well, probably the Aristocrat, the Legionnaire, and the Slave, I imagine.
Yeah, garbage doesn't want to draw.
He's pretty much just dead because unless he has life gain, that death cursed shaman when it dies will kill him.
Well, he's got Succubus, but I don't know how much more than that he has.
And then Infernal Tribute, and that's 7 damage cracking in. It's pretty big.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that is a really weird board bug. I don't know if you saw it, but like the one guy went way sideways.
Oh, that sometimes happens. That's been around for ages. It always seems to happen for different reasons.
Okay, so how does he... He has to play Succubus, but then what? Draw?
And he's dead.
Yeah, I don't think... I'm not even sure what he could have drawn that would have helped. Another Succubus, I guess? 2 Succubi?
Nah, because he's dead on board. That's the issue.
Well, double Succubus could at least absorb some of the damage.
Well,
it's still bad. Like I don't think there's any long-term way out because Dunoman is just gonna draw into reanimate and then dragon him out. Whoop. Okay.
That was a pretty methodical win, to be honest, from Dunoman there.
Sure was.
It is. I was right.
Oh, is that the beatdown Burke? It's the
beatdown Burke. Winter Scout, Burke. Really? All right.
I mean, I guess you hope he sticks. I mean, here he might stick. No, he's gonna spark out the Mez here.
He might stick. There's like, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather it trade with a Mez than get Word of Pain. That would be my concern. Oh, Fate's Touch.
Oh, you can actually kill it. You can kill the Mez.
That's important.
Because that's a 3-2.
Yeah, he should. He should kill the Mez. That's so much better than a Tortured Orc.
And then next turn, Timea. Oh my god.
I still think Winter Scout is dubious, but like in this situation, it's gonna be good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, with Satyr gone, it's less bad though.
It is less bad, but you still like. I mean, it is true there aren't that many good 2-drops in that color.
Oh, play it right along with the Golem.
I mean, it sucks you can't play the Boar Rider this turn, but like. That was pretty good. I mean, he might just Timea, to be honest. But that leaves the board open to consume. I think you just Fates Touch this.
Yeah,
like,
you still put a 2-2 into play. So
yeah.
And your guy grows to a 4-3.
Like, Timea is better on board, but then you just get consumed and lose your entire board.
Why would you... I mean, the thing is now the attack won't go through.
Yeah. Isn't this just worse?
Well, yeah, this is way worse. What the heck is this? It just doesn't do 4 damage to the face.
L3, but yeah, that's just worse.
3. Oh, splitting headaches. Good play.
Yeah, this is not
the game on the spot if he played splitting headaches.
This is not where you want your splitting headaches. There's another mess.
Well, I think Timea now absolutely rocks.
Oh yeah, you put Timea down.
Is that Gruul's?
It's Gruul's! He's playing 12 1-drops.
But Gruul's is
12?
such trash. I probably does not
probably
have 4
not
Gruul's.
12.
There's no way he has 4 Gruul's.
Nah, there's no way. But like, he's probably playing like 2.
So he draws 2 cards. Man, Timea and the Winter Scar is a nice combo.
Yep, it is. If it gets rolling. But, like...
Oh, Suffocate is...
If he had
not
Word
good
of Pain,
enough.
it would have sucked. But he didn't.
Not good enough. It does
It's
not
not
kill
even close.
Timea.
Doesn't kill Timea, it doesn't kill the Winter
the
Scout,
Scout.
and it kills your own blocker.
Is Brebo just gonna get steamrolled here? It's not looking good.
If it wasn't for that misplay a couple turns ago, I think he'd be dead next turn.
Well, I mean, it's a difference of like 3 damage, right?
Yeah, but he'd be on 8, whereas now he's on 11. That's a big difference. That's like a turn's difference.
If he just blocks with Timea, that just wins immediately. I mean, I would at the very least block with the Goblin, though. But yeah, definitely block with that. Because now Suffocate is useless.
Suffocate saves him for a turn. Whereas if Donoman had attacked correctly earlier, he'd be dead here. Do I think it'll matter? Probably not.
Oh, because the thing just gives him a card and it just replaces the emblem.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Good combo.
Yeah. Just play another Scout and the
You know what?
Rider.
I will say, Winter Scout has been good this game, but Fate's Touch has been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Winter Scout is the thing doing the damage, but Fate's Touch is what let that happen.
Infernal Tribute is not even close to good enough. Yeah.
Fate's Touch is essentially serving as a Word of Fire type in that deck.
Yeah, but it's
like,
a bit more flexible.
Yep. It costs... You can't play it on turn 2, but you don't really want to play it on turn 2. And it's more flexible, and you're not going to be scaling Word of Fire because you're playing blue, so...
Alright, so we got
Yeah.
Ginger River with Shamans. All right.
So... That was a quick second game there.
Oh, yeah.
Lucy has the shiniest shrine in the game on his side of the board.
Okay, so Ginger's got... Does he have anything he can resurrect there? Oh, he does have Yard Priest. So he can put on a big damage. Wait, can he play any spells? What is he doing here?
He's getting his hero powers done.
Swamp God looks pretty good here. No spells that can be used really from the graveyard.
He's got Offering Yard though, so that's Swamp God Offering Yard.
No, just go face.
I guess he's trying to get even more out of it with the Totem of Swiftness. Oh, right, okay, that makes sense. Because he doesn't want to lose his Totem of Tortures.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
Lucy's
that'll be
hand
why.
looks terrible.
I mean, this is a pretty rough matchup, not gonna lie. This is hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 7/7 Swifts coming down very soon.
There are 2 ways of beating Shamans. Huge quantities of artifact removal.
Or just smack their face in.
Yeah, because it takes time to set up totems. That's the simple, that's the problem with Shamans that has always resulted in them losing early to aggro decks, is it takes time to set up. It really does.
Totem of Tortures has helped, though. It's a little bit of healing. Not great, but every little bit helps. Wow, 3 Scarabs. What a useless hand Lucy has.
Does literally nothing.
And now he gets a free Swift. Steal 2 life for free. I guess he might as well shock the Bloodwell just to kill it, just so there's no shenanigans.
Yeah, he'll wipe it out this turn. Might as well. Gets the Swift, all the energy comes in.
Oh god.
He's mega dead. Is he actually dead on board? 1, 2,
yeah, Yard
3.
Priest is a 6/6 and is gonna steal a bunch more life.
I think he might actually just be dead, right?
Yeah,
5,
straight up
6. Yeah, he is.
Yard Priest is 6/6.
Like, Shaman's got pretty good start by the looks of it. It's only turn 8. Pretty solid start. No defense on the side of Lucy. Bad hand, basically. And they go to game 3.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Ginger. Oh, this is the demons, the green demons.
Oh, this is cool. Okay, I like this. This is very different from what we've seen already this tournament, so I'm super happy about this.
Yeah, swifting out 2 mana Bedeviled is a little unfair.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. There's a Woodland Revenant. Woo! Everyone forgets about Woodland Revenant. I almost call it Woodland Relevant.
He basically comes in for free once you get low enough on life. Portal
Yep,
can
the
also trigger
question
him.
is, can you self-damage? That's the question.
Well, Portal is generally the way you do it.
Yep. Turn 2, we're probably gonna see...
Well, I'd expect the Revenant to be played.
Yeah, the Revenant will get played. It essentially means Lucy can't attack in the early game if he gets any pressure, which he probably won't, but it's possible. And then after that, maybe Eternal Servants, go from there. My only concern for Ginger here is I don't know if his start is fast enough. He didn't have a 1-drop, and his 2-drop doesn't attack. He does get the shrine he needs. That's a good start for him.
Oh, he went.
Huh.
He went mana.
I think this is a case of Woodland Revenant won't really do anything for a while. Drawing a card gives you more information for next turn earlier, and also it doesn't show Lucy what he's playing.
Ooh, Portal time. Let's do it.
There's the portal. That's a big deal. Can he play anything off it? Not yet. You definitely just play the portal here, right? Bark Convoy is not fast enough to stop a portal.
I mean, I don't know if sure you'd care if it came down. Because you're still getting at least 1 search and a mana discount. That's not a bad deal, actually.
Well, I think you send back a... what do you send back there? That tidal wave, yeah.
He's got to go level at some point.
I would be inclined to go level now, yes. The reason for this is because the chance of you getting color screwed increases every turn you get the color you need and have to use it on something else. And being color screwed next turn would be horrendous. It's not a high chance, but if it does happen, you pretty much lose the game, and the benefit is small, so there's no point. You might as well just go up that level. There's the Bark Convoy, but it's too late.
Oh my god, I top decked Nightbringer too. That's disgusting.
We're gonna see double Nightbringer bedeviled.
He's about to play 4 creatures for 2 mana, just so you know.
Yep. Valley kind of sucks, but...
I wonder if he'll Swift, actually. Like, that's a lot of damage.
I think you do. That's so much pressure. And keep in mind, Lucy, next turn, wants to kill the portal, so he has 1 less mana to actually deal with this. So I really like the bedeviled double Nightbringer Swift.
You can also toss in the... oh, right, because it's 1 mana, right?
Yeah. I think that's what he should do. He's not gonna.
He's gonna do it this way.
You definitely should play the bedeviled, though. That's so much board presence.
I mean, just play everybody. I don't know what he's afraid of exactly. Like, Cataclysm is like... This game's gonna end before Cataclysm ever comes online.
Yeah, he misses 7 damage, which... we'll see if that comes back to bite him. Keep in mind, the Bark Convoy means that this Woodland Revenant is not going to activate. So that is an issue.
Yeah, but Flesh Sculptor Elvish Champion looks pretty nice, too.
Yep, and Bark Convoy will kill the portal, but that leaves Lucy with 3 mana, which is not a lot. It means, because think about it, he can't go Helm, because he's got a green level. That would deal with the Fiend. But he can't play Helm. He can't use things like Marked by the Gods. He can ramp, that's it.
That's a very slow ramp there.
This is going to be an Elvish Champion, Flesh Sculptor.
He'll get in for something. I guess toss the Tidal Wave?
Yeah.
Because he's going to want to save Brother Announce for the Swift turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Elvis Champion just kills the bark for free. That's nice.
Yeah, it does. So he gets in for 7, doesn't lose anything. There is actually an argument for Flesh Sculptor double attack with Nightbringer to get 2 zombies.
Yeah, I suppose that's actually not unreasonable because it's not like
I think I actually prefer that.
he can't Cataclysm, and there's no other way to clear this board.
And here we go. This is the damage coming in.
Oh, there's a Cataclysm that just got milled.
I don't even think he's gonna get that far.
Yeah, he could just die next turn because he can. Because yeah, he just swifts out the Eternal Servants and the Brother. That's an extra 6.
Because remember, even if he can't kill him next turn, what's he gonna do? Cataclysm, and then he dies to hero power? This is pretty aggressive. This is an extremely aggressive deck.
Yep.
And this sometimes happens. You can have a counter to Portal, but the true counters to these aggressive Portal decks isn't just killing the Portal. You need to be able to deal with the demons as well.
I think he only runs Nightbringer and Bedeviled. I'm guessing.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see why you'd... I think he played a Vulture.
Because Succubus is like a little slow, right?
Yeah, Succubus is a bit slow. You need to go 3 levels. Maybe 1 Dr. Styx.
6 is interesting. I mean, actually, if you're running Portal, there's not much of a drawback putting in 1 copy in.
I kind of like Styx in this deck as well because it lets you activate your Woodland Revenants.
Oh yeah, that's true. Perhaps while killing something.
Yeah.
Lucy's got some hard math to do here, but is there any way out?
I think he's pretty screwed here. I don't think there's a way out of this. He's got a bit of a well, he's basically just out matchupped here. Oh, he is playing Styx.
Oh, he's holding up Cleanse. But he's just dead to the hero power. Harpy.
Oh, So 8 damage, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's not actually dead yet.
Well, it goes down to what, 1? He's
Yeah,
gonna put
goes
6
to
extra
1.
damage into play, though.
Oh no, he is dead. For some reason my brain just miscounted that.
And even if he cataclysms this board, how many zombies are coming?
Yeah, there's no out of that. For some reason my brain was just like, oh yeah, Brother in Arms works the same way as Eternal Servants. You have to pay for it, right? Nope. That's not how Brother in Arms works. It never worked that way.
Okay,
well, Ginger Raven just beat down
the
there.
With Lucy. It's gonna be Ginger and Do No Man. Oh my!
We got a final. And Hole and Sensagus and Andriola and Geronimo are still playing.
Yeah, I'll do Hall and whoever he's playing. Andriola.
Alright, Andriola. There's a lot of curses in play.
There are.
That's a lot of curses.
Well, Andriola's gonna have to pay quite a premium for every spell he casts.
Yeah, no kidding. And he's not playing Mono Dominion, he is playing an Amon deck that has got the Advanced Despina, so there are a lot of spells in this deck. And none of them do anything anymore. I mean, he is going to get some damage out of this, though. That's 9 damage. It's a big chunk.
And prevents a counterattack.
Yep.
Is he gonna Sanctum this zombie? Seems pointless, right? Oh, he is.
I mean, you might as well leverage the hero power.
Tribute?
That's actually pretty good. That leaves him with only 1 card in play.
If only that zombie wasn't there, huh?
Oh, this is significantly worse now. I mean, it's possible. I mean, to be fair, you're probably still going to lose if you play that way, because the hero power Andriola has is better for closing out the game. So I can see why he'd go for the risky play there. He's also a game up, so it's like you might as well.
Well, no, Holio's a game up.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sending back the consume. But yeah, well, I mean, Andriola's he's gonna win next turn.
Oh, another tribute.
Oh, that clears.
He does have to pay 2 life, but hey.
He only has to pay 1. He's got the hero power.
Oh yeah, true.
Which is actually a pretty big deal because he's gonna get succubus again, and then he needs to consume that succubus, which will leave him at 1. Pretty big deal.
Man, remember when succubus used to steal 4?
It was a long time ago, but yeah. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Succubus feels like it's probably one of the better designed cards in Spellweaver. It's always been good, but since it got put to its current version, I don't think it's ever been overpowered.
No.
Like flying, 2 speed, drain ability.
Oh, top deck succubus.
But yeah, you do get these games. I mean, yeah, he was gonna die eventually. So, game 3 though. Which uncharacteristically, they have immediately started. Oh, it's the artifacts deck. We get to see this one again.
Sweet.
That's nice, actually.
Actually, we're doing pretty well on time too.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad. The really long masters usually go about 4 hours. The really short ones go about 3. I think we're gonna have a winner in about 3-hour runtime total, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
Comment in the in chat about the Never deck being budget chieftains.
Budget chieftains?
Yeah, so instead of swifting chieftains, you swift bedeviled.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess.
A little bit. No. Raise fuzz volume. I think you've gone quiet again.
Well, I think I'm just not. I just wasn't speaking very loud.
Yeah, keep in mind he does he's not at full strength either, since you're slightly ill at the moment.
Yeah. Although it's actually not affecting my voice that much. It's just like I feel just like exhausted. You know that feeling when you feel like your strength has been sapped from you?
Mm.
That's kind of what I'm having. But at least I don't have like watery eyes or any of that other nonsense.
If you can up your mic volume, try though.
I'm fairly sure it's already at max.
What I can do then is I can turn mine down a bit, so that the levels sound better.
Man, is it me or have there been like 7 of these drones already?
Renovation facilities, man. They're everywhere.
Oh, look, another one. 4 is... No, you need 5 to make a sentient. Right. Oh, is he upgrading to golems? Looks like he is.
Yep, he's going golems.
Golem, golem.
Golem, golem, golem.
Andriola. Charlie coming down soon. Maybe he could have waited for Charlie before he did that.
Yeah, get a bit of more.
Get
Well,
3 spirits
comboing.
into play. That's pretty good. Well, Word of Pain. Probably just Death Curse.
Alright, I should sound a bit quieter now.
Teeny bit. Parallel.
Alright, I put myself down to 70%, so the difference should be less ridiculous.
He's baiting him to kill one of the golems. He wants his spirits. Does he have any drones in the graveyard? No, right? It's just... No, he doesn't.
Just abilities. I'm pretty sure this is a one-off Charles, by the way.
What? One-off?
Yeah, this deck is all over the place in the numbers. I know there's a lot of space issues. I'm never a big fan of one-offs personally, but...
I mean, Charlie seems like a really good card to put one off.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, probably want 3 of him. I mean, okay, he's legendary, so... But 3 or even 2? He's pretty good. Like, just on curve, he's pretty good.
So what now? Is it Tombs time? So I don't think Word and Noxious is not great.
This is awkward, because Tombs, you need to set it up at some point, but it doesn't actually do anything. But you do need to set it up, and if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? So I think playing it's a reasonable. But we're gonna see a Steel Sentient.
The first of many. Although currently no drones in the graveyard.
No drones in the graveyard, but we are gonna steal a seal? What? We're gonna see a Steel Sentient, and I wouldn't be surprised if Andriola used it to upgrade the Golem to get it out of Suffocate range. Well, we're probably not gonna see that now, because... Nah, the attacks will be the same, actually.
So he's just gonna do nothing this turn? Play a Frost Elemental.
Just get board presence.
Well, it is a 1/3. It's not,
Is the concern Suffocate? But I think you can play around Suffocate.
Well, Suffocate doesn't just kills 2 creatures, but it summons, like, another spirit.
Yeah, it would summon 2 more spirits. If you played the Sentient, it would summon 2 more spirits. It wouldn't even kill the Golem, because you could upgrade the Golem into a Mortar, or use the Steel Sentient to sacrifice the drone and put the emblem on the Golem.
So right now the Sentient can come out, right, with Embody.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yep, Swifted Sentience, another reason why I put in this deck.
That's a bit scary. Man, Holio's life is starting to run down pretty quickly here.
Yeah, it would be funny if he turned into a Malric.
Ha!
Remember, Charles did lose a duel to a Malric once.
What a shame that must have been.
What a shame. I will never get over the fact the mighty Soul Mage is called Charles.
Alright, it's
Alright.
Sentient time.
If he doesn't play it now, I don't know when he's going to play it. I do like the Sentient, and then, yeah, he can embody it. And he can immediately use the ability, or get a Mortar. I really like sacrificing the drone to put an emblem on the 2/2 here, by the way. because it gets it out of suffocate range, and it would also give you a spirit off Charles.
Sure.
If not, I think he should probably play another Frost Elemental here just to get more board presence, because Hull is on 8. You want as much damage in play as you can physically get. It also opens up to draws of, like, well, another Steel Sentient essentially, because you can embody on the Frost Elemental.
Let's see, Suffocate is only play here? Probably. Removes 6 damage from the board. Well, I guess it adds 2 back.
It's still pretty good here, though. And Andriola has not played around it. If Andriola had played around Suffocate, I think Julio would be pretty dead here. I would not be able to get out of this situation, but played into it.
Oh, Dust Titan, though.
Dust Titan's a good draw. Very good draw, actually. Charles and a Spirit can kill off the zombies every turn. Probably want Dust Titan to come down just for the stats. Ooh, Word of Knowledge. Do you play it, though?
I mean, Marked by the Gods is probably not super useful.
I kind of like playing Dust Titan and then Word of Knowledge end of turn, because then you can hold Marked by the Gods in case something happens.
I drew 2 more of them, no problem.
Ooh, yeah, so he gets in 1 damage here. Doesn't attack.
He wants the block. I'm not sure what for, but... Devourer. No targets, though.
Yeah, no targets for Devourer, no spirits. Dust Titan and Hero Power basically prevent block. It's pretty much impossible to block an artifact deck. You really have to go on a proactive attack plan again.
Let's see, what's available in the Reanimate kitchen? Not a lot. Not a lot is cooking there.
No, there's no Bezies, there's no Ziaras, nothing. Sure, no. Death Cursed.
Alright, so he's setting up Hero Power Noxious to clear. Whoa, what the heck is that? Is that the Forge card?
Yep, Forge of the Ancients.
Well, that could be really strong on Titan right now.
Yeah, it can be extremely strong.
Giving that dude a shield? Oh my god. Wait, Charles?
Nah, he's just gonna buff it out of damage range, I think. I would like to see a drone played here, because it will... Drone dies, it'll let you get back Steel Sentient. Also, Hall is in a bad spot here. He can't exactly use the hero power. It will save him. I would very much like to see the drone come down.
And it did.
Yep.
Well, Hero Power plus Noxious clears the Titan. Unfortunately, Charles survives. But what choice is there?
More or less clears the board, but he does have a Steel Sentient.
And don't forget the Forge is still rolling.
Yep, he's gonna keep getting my emblems. And he hasn't taken any damage. This forge is basically got no downside right now. Steel Sentient. Steel Sentient Renovation probably. Just go all out. I would like to see heavier use of Steel Sentient ability to sacrifice and might emblem things. That seems to be a very underused ability when it should be.
Well, there's a Haunt in Holiol's hand.
There's a card you haven't seen in a while. It's very good right now. Goes in that forge. Goes on that forge.
Looks kind of dead here. Is there any way out? No, there's no way to remove both of the 3 attack creatures. Looks like a wrap.
Yep, I don't think he's getting out of this. 4 Revenants in play?
It's nice to see 4 of Jiv the Ancients getting some action.
Yeah, I think it's a bit underutilized. It doesn't read very well, but it can be very good.
I think the life loss is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, you need to put in a deck that's either innately aggressive or... so either life gain or...
Wouldn't he... Why shouldn't he have put it on the forge? Oh no, because it triggers when the drone comes out. Never mind.
Still, the forge would, it's basically the same thing. But I guess the forge could just be killed if there's a second forge that's legendary.
So Parallel just kills the Harpy. Straight up. There's also that.
Yep, game over.
Yeah, okay. So we're in the last round. Ginger and I don't know. Nobody dropped. Brave men.
Wait, seriously?
Respect.
Nope, Lucy dropped, but that's it. That almost never happens. Usually quite a few people drop.
As soon as they lose one game.
Yeah, a lot of the time. Minutes left. So what are we thinking? Ginger Raven. Well, Denoman has been stronger overall in terms of how many games he's won, but I think I don't know. I think Ginger is playing some pretty good decks. He's playing that Demon's deck, which is pretty hard to answer. It's so different from the rest of the metagame right now. And Shamans is also...
So he's got 2 Shamans and an aggro deck. And the No Man has... that Pony deck, I think. He has a deck called... Oh, he has Malvina in one of his decks, actually. That's interesting. And then, so his last deck is very weird. He's got 2 Fias, 2 Lizard Barbarians, a Rocky Berserker, like 1 copy. There's like really weird random creatures in it.
Alright, we'll try 80. Got mixed feedback on the mic situation where someone's like, yeah, it's great, and everyone else is
I don't know.
I set it at 80, and then we'll just worst case scenario, people can turn the stream up to hear both of us better. Because that's easier to do than
us trying to adjust our volume to fit everyone perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're taking a while. It is a climactic first pick though, so.
Oh, no, there they go.
Alright. What are we starting with?
We've got, I think this deck was called Burning Slaves. Against, well, we'll see what this Burk is.
It's Rage Rush? Well, Rage Wisdom Rush thing.
Yeah. So I think I Do No Man's deck has Malvina in it.
Ah, that's a card I've been wanting to see a bit more, actually.
Well, yeah, Wilderness Guardian into Malvina is redonkulous.
Yep. Can't really argue there, to be honest. Alright, so we've got Lizard, Fia, alright.
Is Ginger gonna hero power this Fia?
Alright, now he's probably gonna power discharge instead. Get rid of that Fia.
He's gonna do something. Hero power it is. Oh, hit the lizard for 0. Ouch.
It's the thought that counts.
Oh, there's Burning Rage in this deck. That's interesting. Was it Ogre Captive now? That thing's not gonna attack for a while.
Yeah, but there's quite a few single card top decks you can get to help get that Ogre Captive moving, and it's pretty hard to deal with.
I wonder if Ginger plays chicken here and just goes face.
Now, there's a couple things you could do. There's either Shifting Aura or Fia. I think Fia's better to set up because it will help with the burn in hand. And Shifting Aura is always going to be worth 3 damage, whereas Fia could be worth nothing, whereas it was worth at least 1 right now. Malvina is going to be a serious tiebreak, though. Malvina is incredibly good against other board control-y aggressive decks. It's so many bodies and stats.
So
and there's the champion.
So the only slave that I Do No Man runs is the Ogre, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now Fia's gonna kill it. Fair enough.
1 for 1. You'd kind of expect, well, there's no the 0 cost ones. Well, actually, now I think about it, if you're playing 4 Ogre Captive, Gibber and Roni only enables one of them, whereas Champion can enable multiple Ogre Captives in your initial start.
Yeah.
Also, Champion will draw another one, and then a second Champion, both to attack. So I can see the logic here.
Oh man, I Do No Man is really hoping to draw 2 creatures right now. He can actually play 2 creatures and kill Timea. But he has to play the Merchant, which is tainted. It's 3 more damage. Ouch.
Ooh.
But he can resurrect Fia, I guess.
Yeah, or Champion. He gets the Fia, it's better in this situation.
But he's at 10, though. That's,
He's at 10, but he's also got, what, 9 damage in play? He might just get burked here.
Yeah, Burke is kind of solid. Oh, Ginger with 2 chickens now.
To be honest, I think I like burking the Fia and the Merchant and just hitting face. You go down to 10, but you take Denoman down to 8, and then you've got double shifting alright. The alternative is Symbol of Fire, but that trades your Lizard. You can Symbol of Fire Goblin. You don't take the damage, you trade the Lizard, but you get a Goblin. That's also okay. You can also go Power Discharge the Fia, Shifting Aurite, kill the Merchant, and attack face.
Nothing but good options.
Yeah, there's a couple good options, and they're all painful in different ways. Basically, one of them you get a good clear, but you don't get damage in. Another one you take a bunch of damage. Yeah. Oh, there's a Raiding Party. Raiding Party is super good in this matchup if he can get it down, which he will next turn. I think now that you've drawn Raiding Party, you play the Shifting Aurite and you just trade. Because that Raiding Party gives you an advantage. You're already up on HP. You might as well go that. It's freezing? Shocking. Okay, shocking.
But doesn't that give that thing energy?
Yeah. I don't like this. Because he can now get the Champion of Revolt out of his graveyard, and he gets his Ogre Captive enabled again. I can't really agree with that. We'll see if it comes back to bite him. There's Wilderness Guardian, the big dude in this. Wilderness Guardian Malvina is one of the single strongest 2-card combos in the game. It's essentially a board wipe, you get to attack, and it's also a win condition against control, because you don't need to invoke the Guardian, just keep pinging. And now Ginger Raven's in serious problems. Yeah, he can...
Symbol chicken?
To be honest, yeah. He has to Symbol Chicken, because the only way he can win now is Burn. He can win through Burn, but the difference is, last turn, he could have set up other ways of winning, whereas now he only has one way. He has to go for the Fireball or Chicken win next turn. That's his only way through now. So he has to Symbol the Fia and face, and then Chicken attack. He's gonna take 9 damage on Crackback, but honestly, I think that's his only choice, because if he doesn't go for that, he probably can't close the game out next turn, and he probably loses.
It's like he read your mind.
Well, only if he plays the Chicken. There we go.
I guess there's that. I actually totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he's got the ping. Yeah. I forgot you could target creatures with that. I for some reason could not remember that you could target creatures. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
How much damage can he do? A lot.
He's got 9.
You can wake up the Guardian.
It's a blocker. Or you can just hold on to the energy.
Yeah, 4 energy means you can do 2 damage to stuff. Man, Flame Serpent feels really bad in this world.
Actually, it's not impossible that he's got lethal. Merchant lets you... He can get back Fia. And play Forced Labor. Forced Labor won't let you attack, so you have to attack first. No, I don't think he can win this turn. Because he can't attack now. With the, He can ping his own orcs. Oh. This leaves him open to too many things. I don't like... Yeah, he can't attack with it now. I'm not sure I like this. I think he's left himself open to too many avenues of attack. So now he can't attack with anything.
He's got a pretty spooky looking board. Actually, less spooky now that you look at how many slaves are on it.
Shock.
I mean, do man only needs about 1 creature to activate all his slaves? Ginger should kill something. Okay,
Yeah, because otherwise the slaves will be able to attack.
That's one way to do it.
Seeing Forced Labor makes the
Oh my god,
addition
Malvina.
of Champion so much better. Is that game?
Yeah, this game. There's 4 extra creatures to play.
Malvina and Champion do let you basically use Forced Labor and Tortured Orcs with no downsides. That's overkill. Yeah. I mean, I think that turn where he decided to not trade, that merchant did a lot of work. I think Ginger Raven had a good shot in that matchup. I think he may not have been favored, but I think he was in a commanding position and he kind of threw it away. So we'll see how he does in this one.
This is the pony deck. This is the one that has the dragon? No.
It might be. I actually don't remember. I think what we're gonna see here is either coin Burke or coin. Well, I say coin. I'm playing other stuff. But anyway, Spark Burke or Raider. This game probably Raider. I think Raider is the key kind of. I say mirror breaker in terms of like aggro's tend to match up.
You mean the raiding party?
Yeah, Raider. Or Tuluan, or is it Tulutan? Tulutan? Tulutan. Oh. Huh. That's a pretty painful burn.
Gotta do it.
I don't even think it's wrong though, because it gives you so much board position.
He did just fireball himself twice, basically.
Yep. Now we're gonna see shifting alright probably, or yeah, we're probably gonna see shifting alright Raider. I mean, it depends what Dunoman ends up putting down, obviously, but next is probably shifting alright. Winter Scout is good, most likely. Never mind. Now we're just gonna see Lizard trade and then Winter Scout, because shifting alright has more utility. So
Right.
the dynamics of play switching between these two, depending on well what they end up putting down. Although right now Ginger Raven's on the offense. That's what that Burke ability was about. He nuked himself in the face, but he did get tempo.
Dunoman does have a couple guys to oppose this thing, though. A couple 1-drops.
Well, ideally he would have, well, Pony Shrine here, but slave.
Actually,
Instead he's got the aristocrat.
oh.
That's a lot of creature.
It's a lot of guys.
It's a lot of guys. Symbol. That is the best card he could draw here.
Clear out 2, go face.
Yeah. Force the trade. That's incredibly good. The only alternative is trade 1, play raiding party, I suppose. But I think that Symbol is too good here. Too efficient. And Ginger needs to board clear a bit. He's so many cards ahead, but he's behind on board, so he needs to board.
Why not go face?
This is tricky because I think I prefer going face there. I guess the argument is that the Silverthorn Promenades could cause some issues, but it grows your dude. Amon. I think that's a death sentence from Dunoman's perspective, because now there's just going to be raiding party plus a 1-drop, and I don't know if he can deal with that much tempo. Because he effectively has given up 2 turns there, because he needs to spend 3 mana to actually get anything out of the hero power as well. So that's a lot of tempo loss, and in this kind of matchup, tempo loss is everything. So we'll see what he's got.
He could activate the Pony. I think. Yeah, he just can't just bury another Sanctum underneath it. It's either that or Succubus. Yeah, he's gonna do a Sanctum.
Yeah, Stallion's good here, but it doesn't answer the raiding party. It does give him the opportunity to get more damage in and potentially race. But yeah, I think you do go for the race in this case, because dealing with a 3/4 is quite hard for Ginger Raven.
Especially when it has 3 speed.
Yeah. I mean, he can deal with it with Burke, but that's a lot of face damage.
Oh, the connection to the server was lost.
Of you,
I'm back now.
Stream or Spellweaver?
I think Spellweaver. I don't know if it's just me or...
I think it was just you.
Oh, weird.
Game's still up for me. So Ginger Raven has a few plays here. I think. Well, first off, you want to play a shrine because it gives you more options. I think you want to play Timea shifting. All right. The alternative is Burke and kill the stallion, but this doesn't actually. This is essentially banking on Denoman not being able to field another threat for a turn because you can't deal with a second one.
Okay,
So if Denoman gets another stallion, I think he just wins.
Okay, I gotta restart one of my clients. I think it's like bugged or something.
Yeah. Well, so if Denoman doesn't get a stallion, I think he's lost. He can't play anything this turn. That's a huge problem for him. Essentially losing his second turn after that hero power. So he's going to take an additional, 4 damage from the raiding party. Double chicken. Double chicken would take him down to 8 life.
Alright, there we go.
And suffocate doesn't get him out of this. I think you just go double chicken winter scout, which is not a normal first sentence, but anyway.
I think it looks like he's gonna draw a card and just double chicken. Or no, not even. Oh, it drew into a... Oh, wow, okay.
I'm not sure I like this because I think the double chicken gets in more damage overall.
Oh, Ginger's board looks solid though.
Yeah, it does.
Succubus has to be played.
Ooh. And he's dead. That's it. He can't get out of this. Yeah, Denoman has one with a curse.
Well, again, what if... Oh, wait, there's one too many blockers. Because he just plays triple chicken.
Oh, that shocks it.
Oh!
Nope, he's found a way. That shocks it.
That won't be enough though, I don't think.
He can fireball the succubus to get it out of the way, and then attack for. I don't know why he isn't fireballing the succubus. He isn't. He actually.
Denoman is just gonna noxious
game.
fumes this guy, and that's it.
He would have won the game this turn if he played double chicken last turn.
But good effort.
Yeah, good effort.
Oh, top deck stallion. Oh my god.
Well, Ginger Raven, he would have won that game if he'd played the chickens earlier, but he got a bit greedy with the creatures in hand, and he didn't get the extra damage in, so he lost the game.
Now I do not manage just BMing him.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that means Denoman will take this 2-0.
Yeah. Oh, he froze the pony. Oh no. It'd be really funny if there was some way to kill it actually. That we didn't see. And like, oh, he just totally missed lethal.
Yeah.
And now he loses.
So, well, that's it. Denoman wins. Called in chat there a bit earlier, saying Denoman, be nice to see him win because he had some interesting decks, and he did. 4-0, convincing win there.
Appropriate win.
Appropriate.
Well, I mean, you want to win with 4. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
these are
2-0 in the finals.
Curses. So Wild Blade, this is the the corruption deck with the nature.
All right, let's see what some other people are doing for this final round.
And Wildblade's got his hands full over here. He can actually play Bezarok and then bounce it back.
It's actually not that bad. Snipes the Bezarok, bounces his own Bezarok.
Oh, this Bezarok actually has a death
never
rattle.
mind. It's on death rattle. What do you take here?
Azorus probably. Oh no, yeah, it's only 3. It might just be Vulture, Thought Devourer, the standard mill combo, or Bedeviled, I guess.
Nah, he's going for the damage.
Nah, if you're going for damage, that's a pretty good combo. Because this next turn is gonna hurt.
A lot. The vultures can pump 5, 6 creatures. 6 mana into vultures. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not quite lethal, but close.
Everyone's gonna be a 3/3.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's what, 12?
Yeah. 12 damage. I almost like pumping the vultures more to get... You're gonna get the damage from Succubus no matter what. So you might as well get a couple extra damage out of your vultures.
Wildblade with triple Succubus. Can only play 1 though.
Yep, and I don't think it's enough. Do not think it's enough. He's just gonna... Well, sacrifice the Death Curse Shaman. That's the best target for sacrifice probably in the deck.
Yeah, this is already on board lethal, and it's not even mentioning the Consume Spirit Andriola has.
Yeah, so Andriola takes game 2. This is for a spot in top 4, basically, for the 3-point spot. We're gonna see artifacts again. It almost feels like Andriola, every time we watch him, he's always playing artifacts in the final game. He never seems to open with it. Always playing it as his second deck. I think his Burke deck has been banned every time we've seen him as well. Burke has been banned a lot this tournament, actually. I have noticed.
Andriola off to a solid start with Double Horizons.
Yeah. Double Horizon Sentient with a drone. Pretty good. It's about as good as you're getting.
Value drone right there. It killed something and then it's gonna draw you some other thing later.
Nice.
Oh, he's ahead 2 levels and a mana. That seems like a lot.
And he went first. Seems pretty good.
Can't complain. Well, I mean, I could. I just won't.
Still Sentient, probably? Oh, Jin of Wishes? I think that's actually better.
Yeah, Jin could rack up some value.
Yeah, you just play Jin. He's putting on the pressure. I think Jin is just so good there. There's no answer to it, so you probably get 3, 4 cards out of your Jin, maybe. Although, I think the logic here is also sound, because think about it. If Wildblade answers this this Steel Sentient, Andriola's next turn is just drone, play the same Sentient again. So even if Wildblade has an answer to it, isn't much, which is why he's trading this drone, because he'll trade the drone and take out like a Fumes from Wildblade's hand or something. but he can just replay the Sentient, so he essentially gets a 2-for-1.
I think he's
And there is
sparking
the
Suffocate.
monster too.
Oh no, never mind.
Time?
Test of Time. That's right, Test of Time can kill it.
Yeah, it can. Does not stand the test of time. But we're just gonna see the same Steel Sentient play twice, I
Sentient
think.
to Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. And then next turn, Gin of Wishes Charles. Be mana efficient.
Nah, he
mind.
wants the value now.
I mean, okay, this is still pretty mana efficient because you can use the drone ability at end of Wildblade's turn. Or
immediately. Oh, I got a drone. That's good.
yeah, you got a bit punished for sequencing issues there because I think you actually play the drone instead of getting the Sentient back there.
What's he gonna discard? A Sentient?
The drone.
Oh yeah,
Oh
you
my
just tossed the
God.
drone. Yeah, like who cares?
Who cares? It's supposed to be in the graveyard anyway.
While the previous Splitting Headaches were giving me a migraine, this one I can't even feel.
I think Marked by the Gods is the worst card there. Parallel lets you deal with like Bezarox later. But Marked by the Gods is also still pretty good. But now we're just gonna see Charles Steel Sentient, and that is a board that just can't be dealt with.
Yeah, and Jin probably surges. 2 damage right now doesn't look like it's gonna do much.
Yeah, it's not much.
And search for more Sentients. Eventually, Wildblade's gonna run out of tricks. Oh,
Yep.
Forge of the Ancients. That's pretty cool.
This, I think Forge was actually better than Charles there. This is sequencing problems. He's searching. He's not searching before playing. This is it's a pretty routine mistake. Sequencing problems, you will make worse plays because you're not playing with full information.
Or is it time to go level for a super duper Sentient?
Be 5 damage.
I don't know about the Forge, because like it's gonna ping him down a little bit.
It will. I mean, to be honest, I don't actually think you play it right now. Like, maybe last turn. Because he sent back the Fateful Day, which is an interesting choice. Because you're playing a Succubus deck, so Fateful Day is pretty good. Okay, so your New Horizons here. Get your 4th level. Or not. He's just going to Power Discharge and kill this. He's missing out on a bit of damage to do this, but it's an efficient kill, so can't complain too much about it.
What, 9 damage? 8. Suffocate looking not so hot.
Yeah, it kills the Sentient and 2 drones, but then they just turn into Enchained Souls. Oh. Yeah, that protects against Word of Pain.
I'm not sure why he sacked the Spirit, though. That would have been a platform for another Sentient.
Yeah.
Which would hit for, like, what, 6 or something?
It plays around Suffocate, sure, but it's like, Suffocate isn't even that big of a deal.
Yeah, he hardly needs to play around it. He still has a big board.
Is Wildblade dead?
It looks bad.
No, I mean, is he actually dead?
On the
Is
board?
this-
Well, let's see. Sentient
Sentient.
is doing
1 from Yard. 1 from Yard. They're worth 2 mana each. They're both 5 damage. He's dead. No! Miss Lethal!
Ha! I mean, it probably doesn't really matter. Oh, no, he's got 2 more Suffocates in hand. But that still
It
won't
might
kill
matter.
Charles.
It might actually matter. He missed Lethal. So essentially, Charles lets you embody sentience.
No, I
So,
know that, but I mean it might not matter in the long run because like.
no, I mean I'm explaining to like people that may not have seen it.
Oh, okay.
So there's a drone in the graveyard, so he could get the sentient back from graveyard, and then play 2 sentients with embody. They both make drones. They're both 5/5s. That's 15 damage. So he would have just won the game right there. But he didn't see the play. To be honest, seeing Andriola play this deck compared to the other decks we've seen him play, he seems to not be that experienced playing this deck because he's making a lot more mistakes with this deck than he does normally. And a lot of these lines are difficult. It involves graveyard manipulation, which is not normally a thing. Very few decks use the graveyard active. But this is one of them.
Let's see. Yeah, Frost Elemental into Steel Sentient. That'll do.
He's got lethal again.
Huh.
Please.
There's too many lethals here. Devourer will lethal.
Please kill him. You've got so many ways. There you go. Alright. So.
Oh, that's it.
Yep, top 4. So we had Denoman wins the tournament. Then we had Ginger Raven, Brebo, who did, and Andriola at 3 points each. And we had Sensagus, Sashlar, Wildblade, Double Joe, and Sax at 2 points.
Lucy also at 2. Dropped with 2.
Yes, and Lucy, but he dropped.
Brebo putting in a pretty decent performance.
Yeah, really good actually. Much higher, I think much better than people were expecting. Much better. So congrats to Brebo for the performance, and congrats to the Denoman for actually winning the thing. That was really convincing as well. Pretty much every time we saw him, it was pretty solid. He won, well, apparently he won 80% of all the games he played.
Yeah, featuring the single dragon pony deck, the Burning Slaves with Malvina, and just the blue beatdown Burke.
Yep.
I see we're both coughing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just coming off a cold, so my throat has been like, you've been talking for 4 hours. So yes, my voice is starting to go a bit.
All right, well we'll do our usual thing. Travel backwards in time, and see if Denoman is interested in gracing us with his presence. See you shortly.